You okay?
No.
You not okay?
Just here so I don't get fined.
Yeah, we was gonna get fined if we didn't come.
Oh, you ain't lying.
Right
Yep, that's the only reason I'm here. I have on a full. I mean, I love y'all, but I do not feel good.
Oh man, baby.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm here. I'm still funny. I just don't feel good.
I don't know if you can be sick and funny at the same time.
I can be. You'd be surprised all the things I can do at once.
Okay.
Yeah.
Miss Jack of all, or Jill of all trades.
Don't do that.
Miss Jill of all trades.
I'm just here. I'm here. The problem is like I want to record. Like I enjoy recording.
Mm-hmm.
I miss everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't feel good, but it's fine.
What's the matter?
I don't know. I don't know if I want to.
Because the baby's got the shits.
Well, I was gonna say.
So you mud booty too?
I don't know. It's not that. It's just I've had a lot of body aches and stuff. Like my body been hurting.
What about your butt? That's what I want to know
It's
about.
been doing stuff. I haven't felt like this in a while. Like yesterday, I was like, I might have to go to the doctor just because. And it wasn't anything else. It was literally body aches. My body was hurting. Felt like I was just, I don't know. I felt like I was about to have a heart attack. Like but it was body aches, like flu body aches, but no other symptoms. No fever, no nothing else. So.
Damn.
But yeah, I'm okay. I mean, I feel much better today than I did yesterday, but I don't feel good still.
Okay.
I'm manageable. Like yesterday, I was having a hard time walking upstairs to the room. Like I had to keep going to get stuff. And I was like, oh my God, like I'm struggling.
Damn.
I was laying on the bed, on the sofa all day, but I'm fine. I'm okay.
Because my tummy was bubbling a little bit ago.
Yeah.
Like, it's still a little bubbly.
I just don't know if they care about
Well,
that.
no, I'm just saying, when it started bubbling, I was like, oh, fuck. Because what happened was the twins got sick. Well, not the twins. A twin got sick.
Yeah.
And I think they passed it on to you.
No. One of the twins was sick first. Caleb was sick first.
Okay.
And then he had the...
But was he sick or he had a stomach? Yeah.
He was sick first. And then the next day, his energy broke through that shit and healed
As
itself.
It does.
I don't know how... It's like the second he feels a little bit better, he starts running. That's how I know that he's done. He could still have the sickness, but he's done with it. He's not paying it no mind. He's like, fuck this. Yeah. I don't care if you here. I'm gonna run.
Super ASD man.
Yeah, he.
Yeah. That's exactly.
Maybe it is also that. I don't know, but he breaks through that shit. And then he gave it to Cameron. And Cameron has already been through so much in the last couple of months with just the sickness that he was going through and being in the hospital and all that stuff. And his body isn't fully healed from that. So it's attacking him a little worse. So he's kind of been down and out for a couple of days. Because I've been taking care of, I've been all cuddled up and making sure everybody was good. And they always want to give me a kiss or touch my face. Because Caleb has a thing where he has to touch people's faces. So they've been doing all of that. And I'm just like, oh my God, like I'm trying my best to be a loving mother, but also like get the fuck away.
No, I get it. And then I slept next to you. And like I said, my stomach isn't feeling the best.
It's not. But you be having stuff.
No.
Not like that.
No.
Also, my breath might stink a little bit while we sitting right here. I had some.
You gonna tell me that now?
It's fine.
You got.
If you ain't said nothing yet, then it's fine.
You know when I talk, I don't breathe.
I had some.
Do you talk and breathe at the same time?
No, I do it after, but sometimes it lingers, just depending on how bad it is.
Yeah, when I talk, I don't breathe.
Okay, well, just
like it's like I'm holding my breath while I'm talking.
Keep talking, hum or something while you're talking to me. I had some elote corn chips from Trader Joe's. Them shits are so good. For real, I'm so glad I discovered Trader Joe's. I really am. I'm just I'm happy about it.
They're
I'm
building
excited.
One right down the block.
I know. I saw. I was watching some podcast clip. I forgot who it was. It might have been Sky Evans or something. I think Amber Riley was talking about Trader Joe's in the parking lot, and I commented. I was like, the one near us is building a Trader Joe's with a big parking lot, and I wanted to ask them, are they sure? Because apparently the thing is, it's got to have a little parking lot.
Well,
like you got to fight to get in there.
The one near us, they're building a Trader Joe's, but they're also building something right next to it.
They got a liquor license.
What that mean?
I don't know. I just know they got liquor in there. I'm not drinking, so it doesn't matter.
Like,
but
you said it like, oh yeah, I'm back.
I still enjoy the atmosphere of places that have drinks.
I don't get it. I know that if I was a recovering drinkaholic, I'm not going to call you an alcoholic.
You can say it a little bit.
If I was a recovering drinkaholic, I wouldn't want to be around drinks because...
I still like the spirit of alcohol.
Yeah, but you... Exactly.
I like the spirit. Like,
Exactly.
I like what it is supposed to mean. Like,
What?
when you go and it's festive and you drink alcohol and your body is loose and you just having a good time. I like...
That still happens.
I like that part.
That still happens.
But I've learned... No, but... it's not many places you could go that have the atmosphere of drinking without the drinks.
Right, because you need the drinks.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I can refrain from getting the drinks. I've been in multiple situations now.
Right.
They give us free bottles on shows.
Right.
So I've been in those situations and realized that I just don't like what it does to me afterwards. Like, I'm cool in the moment, but I'm like later on, especially if we're at an event and then especially shows or something like that, and somebody's like, let's go out after or let's do something after or whatever, I'm never in the mood to do it then, because by then my body is like, I'm fun, but it affects my body weird.
You got to have a conversation with your body. You got to sit it down like, hey, man, we ain't going to be doing this.
Look, you better stop. Last time you did that, people was like, you're not supportive. She trying not to drink and you trying to get her to drink.
No, I'm not trying to get you to drink. I'm trying to get you to do what you want to do.
I don't want to drink.
Oh, okay. So why you want to go out to the places that people drink?
Because they usually have them, like, it's the best ideas are at those places. Like,
no, they're not the worst
things,
ideas.
Like, it's not a lot of places you go and they got card games and they got, it's not a lot of places without the drinks.
Okay.
And I know I don't play spades, but I like the atmosphere of spades.
You can go to a spades game without drinks. I've never been to one.
I was about to. What are you talking about? I ain't never been to a sober spades game. I bet you they don't yell in there. And I need yelling. I want the yelling.
I can still get hype without a drink playing spades.
Yeah, but are you playing with sober people?
The last time I played spades, I had a drink.
You had drinks.
Yeah, you're right. I had not drinks with an S. I had a drink.
Couple of drinks.
No, a drink and drinks are two different things.
But do you think that you will have the same amount of fun, you sober, with a whole bunch of other people that's sober?
Hell yeah. It depends on how their sober is.
But that's what I'm saying.
Because some sobers ain't the same.
No, so I need the atmosphere of drinks, of drunk people. But they don't have to be drunk. But I want to go to the places where you would assume someone will be like drinking and having a good time. No, I just
you want to go in places and convert people.
I haven't seen a lot of and that's another thing. I don't want to go to an event that's like, this is a sober event. I don't want that. Like, just don't have drinks.
So you don't
want
to be with sober people, but you don't want to get down with the drunk people.
No, I do. You're missing my point. I don't want to drink myself.
Right.
I want to be
around,
but I want to be around the atmosphere of places that have the drinks. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm fine with it. Like, I don't feel it. I don't feel weak anymore. Like, I used to get to a point where
I
was weak. Like, I would be tempted. Like, I would be like, I gotta drink. Like, I have to. And again, I'm not saying I would never, ever in my life drink again. Right now, I'm fine. I can go into these places with people that have had drinks. I've been to little get-togethers and parties and stuff and be fine. I just I like drinking. I like having beverages that are not water. So I like ginger. We learned that, remember? I like ginger ales. I like my poppies. I like my little Hi-Yos, with the ashwagandha and shit in it. I like to have a drink that feels like, oh, this is a special drink.
But you just said that it's not like you're saying you'll never drink again.
Like,
what would make you drink again?
I don't know. I don't want to say something and then y'all catch me with a drink.
So you say that for the sake of, not because
No. Not because I want to drink. It's literally because, like, if you see me in a cup, don't be like, oh, she did it. Like, but right.
Well, not. I
but
mean,
you
gotta go hard. Like, if you don't want to drink again because you don't like drinking, then just say I ain't drinking again.
I know that, but who's gonna say in some years or something I might not have some champagne or something like that? Like, I don't know what would happen. But right now, I've been good for, I don't know what, like 8 months or something like that. Like, just
I ain't been counting
with no liquor. Like, I've been chilling and I've been fine. I haven't wanted it. We have a bar with drinks on it, and I have not gone to get a drink. I haven't done any of those things. If I got a poppy, little Olipop, little something like that. If I just have something that makes me feel like, yo, this is different from everything else, I think I just like drinking.
Okay, Sandy.
No, for real. Especially a high-o, though, because that gives you the little bit of, ooh, I'm doing something. But it's just like minerals or some shit.
All right.
It's fine. Yeah.
That's cool.
I fuck with it.
Okay.
I still don't feel good, though. Is it hot in here to you?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
you got a fever.
I'm a little hot. I don't have a fever. I don't.
I'm sorry. You got a fever.
I don't have a fever. I don't have a fever.
It's okay.
I don't have a fever. I literally don't.
You got a fever next to me. I'm a little chilly. I'm a little chilly. You can warm me up a little bit with your fever.
This is whack. And that is some married shit. Come on, baby. Get me sick.
Yeah. Ooh. No, I didn't say get me sick. I said warm me up with your fever.
That's married.
Is it?
Yeah, if you just dating somebody, you don't want them to be, you don't want that. You know what I mean?
When you dating somebody, you got to do that. You got to let them know that you'll go through the fire with them. The fever fire.
That's how niggas was getting COVID together and doing all the other shit.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, I don't think I could have been single in COVID. I couldn't have done it.
I could have been single in COVID.
I think after a while, well, I couldn't have been single. I couldn't have been dating someone in COVID that I didn't live with. Because there were people that were, dating people and they weren't in the same house. I couldn't do that because if you got it, you're not coming to my house. Like I'm not going over there. Like, I'm gonna stay in my house.
See, okay, so I'm with you the first couple of months. But after the first couple of months and I seen Florida was still open and
that's if you got it. I'm saying if you get it.
Well, no, and people were getting it, but they were surviving. I was like, yeah, I could do that.
I didn't want to
catch a little COVID for the
COVID. Not the way you got COVID.
Yeah, but
you got COVID bad.
Yeah, but I survived.
Yeah, but it was bad.
That's touch and go. But
it was it was bad.
But when I think about what I would have done for that, okay. Like if you was to promise me your pussy 24/7,
baby, I would not fuck you like that.
I'm talking about before I got it.
I don't care. When I had COVID, I still didn't have it as bad as you. So
no, what I'm saying,
both of our COVID fucking would have been different. Mine would have had more energy.
You missing
to
what
it.
I'm saying.
What?
I don't have COVID. It's lockdown. I'm single, but we kicking it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you like, yo, I'm gonna come over there. I'll risk it. I would risk it.
I had it. If I had it,
yeah, I would risk it.
I wouldn't let you come over there.
Let me get a little song.
I wouldn't let you come over there. I'm pretty sure at some point in dating, I'd have been to your house and seen all the pills you got lined up, and I'd have been like, I don't think he can risk anything.
Fuck you.
Because I don't even know what those pills are, but there's too many. And one of them is probably not really good to have with COVID. Yeah, too many pills.
Oh, man. Yeah. I get it, man. Why are we talking about COVID? Lord, it's J-Rod.
Kristen Sivills.
Do you not know your name?
I don't know. I think I was reading and also saying my name, and I was going to say my name was something else.
So you don't know your name?
I don't know. I'm sick. I don't know what I know.
Once again, it's J-Rod.
Kristen Sivills.
And then we, the podcast, the fastest growing podcast in Ellicott City, Maryland.
Hey. I'm starting to sound like Blue from Blue's Clues. You think so?
I hate it.
I'm just trying to give everybody something different. So
we don't want different.
You know how you see the teachers at the schools with the kids and they're getting the handshakes. You know what? If I got one more goddamn alarm on my watch because of your children, it'd just be going off out of nowhere. But you know how they give the kids, like the kids come in the classroom and they all got a different handshake?
Yes.
And it makes them feel like, oh my God, he remembers that. Like, that's for me.
You think that makes them feel like that. They never interviewed the kids. Maybe.
Yeah, they do. I saw one that interviewed the kids.
Nah.
Yes, I did.
Did they interview every single one of those kids? I bet there was some kids that was mad because they got the handshake they didn't want and somebody else got a better handshake. I guarantee it. Think about being a child and think about how jealous kids get about anything that's different. There's at least 4 in there that's mad that so-and-so got the handshake that they wanted.
I think you're the only one mad about my personalized greetings to these cities.
But they're not personalized.
Yes, they are.
It's lazy.
It's not lazy. I'm just trying to think of something different. You know, I think the horn is played out. I think we need something else in there with the horn.
Whatever.
I'm trying to do a little harp next time. I'm trying to do a little.
That's weird. That's weird.
I think that's a flute. I think that's a recorder. If we
I don't think that's any of those instruments. No.
Why don't?
That's terrible. That's terrible, yo. Don't do it again.
What's wrong? Are
Don't
you
do it
okay?
again. Am I okay?
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine. Let's get into my favorite part of the show. It's at the beginning. That's weird.
Why?
Bitches love lists. Yeah.
Because it's the favorite part of the show and it's at the beginning of the show. So it's like,
You
what's the rest of the show?
don't like the rest of the show.
Yeah. Top 6. This week's top 6. Top 6 breakup songs.
Wow, you didn't have one of the songs I thought you was gonna put in there.
So you gonna put it in there?
No, I didn't. I thought you was gonna put "Doing Just Fine" in there, which is your favorite song. Even though we just talked about it last week, I thought you was gonna put it in there.
Nah. Because I felt like other people might think I was gonna put "Doing Just Fine" in there, and I said, you know what? I'm not doing Just
I
Fine.
also predicted that too, that you would think that other people would say it, and then you wouldn't put it in there because you don't like to listen to people. So.
Anyway, I want to shout out Alonda on Patreon, man. Alonda on Patreon, she actually said we should do the breakup songs.
Okay.
And it was so crazy because I was like, I don't think we've done it before.
Which is weird because it sounds like one we would have done.
Well, we had it in the list. We just never did it.
Oh, okay.
It was part of the list of things that we could do top 6s on, but we never did it. But shout out to Alonda for making us do it this week, man.
Okay.
But yeah, these are the top 6 breakup songs. These are the songs that you play when you've broken up. These are the songs that you listen to and be like, yeah, I remember when I broke up. These are the songs that illustrate the breakup that you went through. Top 6 breakup songs. Number 6.
Am I going first?
I don't know. I think I have the number 1, so you should probably go.
Okay, I have a big list, but I'm trying to think of the ones that are like the most. I don't know. I guess the first one I'm gonna go with is "Bust Your Windows." Jasmine
that's
Sullivan.
a good one.
Because
that's a good one.
I think initially people, because it's more recent, you would think of "Pick Up Your Feelings," but y'all forgot that this bitch been crazy. She been talking to niggas crazy.
Yeah.
Jasmine Sullivan, we just completely forgot about Bust Your Windows. It had women really literally busting windows.
No. Y'all was busting
cars.
windows before the song.
I know, but it gave them more, it gave them a theme song to do it to.
True.
You know what I mean?
That's some wild shit. Hey, girl, put on my song. I bust the windows out your...
Because what I imagine is like your girl parked in the same parking lot to the side, blasting the song while you're actually doing it. And I think that's fire.
No, I don't think. No, that's.
I think that's the coolest shit.
I think that is a misdemeanor.
Well, this is so sometimes when you in the car and a song come on, you feel like you in a music video.
No,
you don't do that.
No,
you don't act like you in a music video.
No, why are you looking at me like I'm you?
Like sometimes I listen to certain songs. Like I was playing Mary J. Blige "Everything" in the car the other day. You know, it's very flowy, so I had the windows.
Wait, everything.
Yeah. So I had the windows rolled down. It's very flowy, and I would look to the side a little bit, and I would put my hair behind my ear and like just act like I was in a music video. Sometimes some songs give you that vibe. Why are you acting like you ain't never done that?
I've never done that.
You ain't never just been in a car and been like, this reminds me of this song. And then you put it on and like you in it. That's your song.
Okay. I don't want to minimize your experience in life.
It can't just be me.
I'm not saying that it is, but I don't want to minimize your experience.
I think that's just a wild song to like have that experience with. Just somebody playing that and then actually doing it. I think that's crazy.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
All right, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You know what's crazy? Like, I respect the person that just busts out a car door window. Mm-hmm. But the one that breaks the windshield, that's the crazy one.
The front?
Oh, the windshield, baby. It's in the front. Yes. It can't be in the back.
Oh, because it shields the wind. Oh, shit. I had no idea why it was called the windshield. I didn't really think about it.
I don't know why it's called the windshield.
I think because it shields the wind, and usually the wind is coming at you when you're driving.
But it sounds like that's why.
Yeah, it blows because in the back it's just the back window. It's the rear view. It's the rear. No, that's the side. It's the rear window because it's in the back. That's self-explanatory. So if you have a windshield, it shields the wind. That's great, cars. That's good. Good for y'all. That's good. That's good. I don't think anybody ever thought of that. You just say it because you know the parts of a car. Like a door is a door, but it ain't really no reason to call it a door for real, right? It's just door.
It's a door. It opens and closes.
No. I was trying to make it make sense. Make it do something else it wasn't supposed to do. But windshield is good. That's good. That's good. Windshield good. That's good.
All right. I'm done with it.
All right. Don't worry about it.
I'm done with it.
Okay.
Oh, these are the top 6 breakup songs. Number 5, Sleeping in My Bed, Dru Hill. You know,
she was fucking a bitch in there.
She was in the video.
Man, you've experienced that too, huh? That's crazy. Damn. I think you picked songs you lived through. That's what I think.
You.
It's fine. If they've been listening long enough, they know that happened to you. And you over it now, right? It don't bother you at all, huh? It don't bother you at all.
You know what pissed me off?
Was it your bed? We never talked about that.
Look, whatever.
Okay.
Before I continue with sleeping in my bed, it's so weird that you mentioned that.
Oh God!
Because I was scrolling Facebook, and one of the women that did that to me popped up on my Facebook.
They did it to them. They didn't do it to you. It's fine. Go ahead. You wished, but go ahead.
And she was pregnant.
Oh, sorry.
By a man. You know.
I think they both with men. That just makes it worse.
And I was like, what was it about me that you had to go to a woman? Because I expected when she went to the woman, she's there forever.
No, I think there's some women that you're like, even if there's nothing else, it's something about you as a person. I just am attracted to you.
I don't care. I wanted her there forever.
Well,
don't go back to us.
What that had to do with you?
Don't come back to us.
Why?
Because.
Maybe she was tired of dick for a little bit and she just needed a break.
I ain't never been that tired of pussy. Like, yeah. I've been tired of pussy, but I never said, you know what? I got to try something else.
Yeah, but you go in pussy. And even if you went with a man, you go in there too. With women, maybe she was tired of being penetrated. She just wanted a little licky, little finger pop, little grind, little tribe. It's tripping a tribe. It's tripping a tribe.
Shout out to her baby.
Yeah, I mean, sure, she listens. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Whatever. But no, sleeping in my bed. It's a great breakup song because he in the song is still thrown off by the fact that someone's sleeping in his bed. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, he hasn't fully come with the decision that he's going to break up, but you know he's going to break up, especially because the way Cisco sings on Bridges. You know what I mean?
He's giving it his all. That's all he got.
I'm telling you, that is a man that is on the verge. He is on the verge. But yeah, I remember hearing that song before seeing the video, and I was like, yo, I can't believe she did that to him. And then I saw the video and I was like, yo, son, that's 2 for 1.
Why would you? I think that's.
I was young. I was young. How old was I when that song came out? I was young.
It was foreshadowing, and you didn't know. And then you got older, and you was like, "This don't feel the way I thought it was gonna feel." Cisco was right. Cisco was right to be mad. I'd have made a whole song about that bitch too. Maybe. I don't know. Probably.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, Sleeping in My Bed, number 5, man.
Okay.
These are the top 6 breakup songs. Number 4.
Heartbreak Hotel.
This is the
Heartbreak.
Whitney.
Oh. So it was a couple of other people. I think it was it just her?
No, it was
like Kelly Price, Faith Evans, or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, Heartbreak Hotel.
I remember watching the making of the video. No, I think it was just Faith Evans singing, or maybe it was Kelly Price. One of them was talking about making the song, and it was talking about how Whitney was pushing them to go hard. Like, don't hold back for me vocally. Do what you got to do. This is why I got you on this song. And I thought that was so dope.
I believe that because the singer's on there. Yeah. I love that. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Some comics should take that into account. Comics that are like, I don't want to open her that's stronger than me. Bitch, get better.
No. But Whitney also knew how great she was.
Yeah.
So it was like, you can't upstage me. I'm Whitney.
Like, please do all the Kelly Price runs. We know you. We know you, Kelly.
Do everything you can do, Faith.
Yeah, but you heard this throat, right? This throat's slicker than slick. Now. Hell yeah.
No, that's a good one, though. That's a good one.
I know it is. She said, I just thought about this because Whitney she been a detective, right? Because, on the other song, It's Not Right, It's Okay. She was like, Friday night, you and your boys.
Yeah.
She did all that math and da-da-da. Mm-hmm. And in this one, she was like, you said you'd be here by 9. Instead, you took your time. You didn't think to call me. Now I sit trying not to cry, asking myself, why did you do this to me? And it's like, But
that's not a reason to break up with somebody because they was late and then called you.
I think it's more than that. I think she's been following him for a while. But like this specific night, maybe she wanted to talk. And then it was like, you said you're going to be here by 9. It's 10:30. Like, where the fuck are you?
I was busy.
They didn't have locations.
I was running late. And, it was traffic. The tunnel was backed up.
At 10:30 at night?
You ever been on the tunnel at 10:30 at night?
Yeah, but depending on what city you're in. You can't say that for every city. If you're going to Portsmouth, yes.
Yeah, even in L.A. on a good night. Mm-hmm. Like, what? And she was probably where? In L.A.
Okay.
Or she was in Jersey where she's from, but he was coming from New York. And the bridge was...
There's so many bridges and tunnels.
The bridge was crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, crazy backed up. So yeah, I'm late.
10:30.
Yeah, and I would have called you, but my cell phone was dead.
Why you ain't charge it?
Because I was in a rush to come see you, and I didn't even think that my phone was like dying until I got there. You know what I mean? You
are really good at cheating.
What you?
Like, you are so good. You do things that I just don't be thinking. You really good. You good. You just think of stuff.
Whatever, man. But no, that's a good one though.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Heartbreak Hotel. Heartbreak Hotel. These are the top 6 breakup songs. Number 3, I Wish. This is a sad song.
Carl Thomas, I Wish?
Yes, okay. Carl Thomas, I Wish.
Okay.
Such a sad song because this man fell in love and realized that it was another nigga pounding the chick he loved. So he had to break up. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, I get it.
I learned what a catch-22 was from him. We didn't know what a catch-22 was. We had heard it before.
You Googled it too. You was like, let me make sure.
Wait, Google wasn't around.
Getting no catch-22.
Google wasn't around.
Google had to be around.
No,
it had to be.
When I Wish came out, no, Google wasn't here. You had to go from to the library to find out what a catch-22 was, unless you had encyclopedias in the crib. And I didn't. I had no encyclopedia.
No encyclopedia.
Them jakes were expensive.
That's crazy.
The Britannicas, what? Anyway. But yeah, I feel for him. You catch-22. Either way you win. Even when it took a couple of years for me to learn what he was saying. Even when you win, someone has to lose. And I wish I never met him.
That's usually how races work. That's usually how things work. If there is a winner, then there's probably a loser.
So what has to lose? I don't know if that's considered a catch-22, actually.
Sometimes people are just making lyrics up. Remember, Tank said he didn't know what Ghetto Kama Sutra was when he wrote that shit for Mario.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He just made it up.
People just be saying stuff.
Yeah, that Ghetto Kama.
And we not going to ask because if you can sing well, it's good.
The messed up part was I looked for Ghetto Kama Sutra for years. I wanted to know exactly what it was.
Yeah, nobody knows.
Yeah.
You could invent it, honestly, at this point.
Nah, I'm good.
You're too old to do that.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I feel like you got to put a lot into
Yeah,
that.
okay.
Not too old. I'm too middle-aged. I'm too middle-aged. You know what I mean? But when I get older, I got to find other ways to satisfy besides just peeing. You know what I mean? So that's when you learn the Ghetto Kama Sutra. Yeah, man.
Okay.
These are the top 6 breakup songs. Number 2.
It could all be so simple, but you'd rather make it hard. Loving you is like a battle, and we both end up with scars. Tell me who I have to be to get some reciprocity. Ooh, didn't know that word really until then. See, no one loves you more than me, and no one ever will. Like, it was just very...
What's the name of the song?
Is
X
this
Factor.
just... I was going to get to it.
Okay.
Yo, you fucked that up for me.
I'm sorry. I
was
didn't know.
going to do a reveal. I was hoping people was... God damn it.
She says X Factor.
All right,
in the song?
it's X Factor. The song is X Factor. No, she don't say it in the song. God damn it. I had a whole thing planned out that I was going to do to get it out.
My bad.
Well, fuck it. I don't even want to read the rest of these lyrics because, God damn. Anyway, yes, X Factor, Lauryn Hill. I think that's an amazing one.
It really is.
Because she was hurt by that shit. Like, it was a very, you could tell it was a really deep relationship. Like,
Was that one about Wyclef?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Like, for some reason, I don't feel like you could fall in love with Wyclef that hard.
Ow.
I don't know. He just doesn't have, you know what I mean? Like, you ever looked at a person like, yeah, they ain't never gonna be like in a committed relationship for the rest of their lives.
Wyclef not married?
I don't know. But he don't give me the vibe of that.
Someone falling deeply in love with him?
Yeah.
He seemed deep. Like, he be saying stuff. He took a long time to think about it, too. He was gone to November at one point, right? He was gone. He's like, tell my girl I'll be gone till November.
I don't know. I don't see it.
Oh.
I don't see it. I feel like he loves his music
more than he loves
another person. Yeah.
That could. Because don't he play something else? Don't he play like a banjo or something? He don't play nothing like that?
I think he plays a
Something with some
variety of
strings,
instruments.
but it ain't a guitar. It got
he
strings.
plays the guitar too.
No, that too.
Remember?
And a lot of them niggas that play guitar and like don't wear shoes, they be out here doing some shit.
What?
Remember when Eric Benet didn't wear shoes? He put shoes on and he started wearing suits. He started acting different.
What?
You don't remember when Eric Benet was out here,
Doing what?
He was with Holly Berry.
I get it.
And they said he had the thing. They said he had the thing. But this is the thing. I love Eric Benet.
Here's the thing about Eric Benet.
They said that he had the but he also said they kind of made him be that person to make him different.
Yeah, he didn't want to be that.
But I think once you take the shoes off, it puts you in a place. Like the dude from Different World that had the dreads. They don't think wore shoes.
Yeah.
He went to a different place for a little bit. I think he's doing all right now though.
I don't know. I haven't followed him since A Different World.
No, I think his daughter or somebody like popped up on my For You page on TikTok.
What?
It was very random. They just put stuff up there. They was probably like, you probably gonna like her daddy, and then they showed me the video. But like when you take your shoes off, I think being grounded to the earth is not good. I think something about that. They tell you to ground yourself, but everybody know they ground themselves a little off.
That's not true, man.
You like why? Because you don't wear shoes?
Yeah.
Exhibit motherfucking A. You don't wear shoes either. You hate shoes, matter of fact. You hate clothes. You want to be a nigga of the world so bad. You do. You want to be in the woods. You want to be Tarzan. You do.
Yo, you know what's so crazy about that? I was on Instagram yesterday, and Orion popped up.
Yes.
And he was talking to his followers, talking about how he was in Jamaica, and he was just necking, and for the next couple of days or a week, you might want to mute him because he's just gonna be taking pictures naked.
And you was like,
be one.
That is my life.
I was like that until he continued talking. And the nigga, I don't know if he slipped up or not, but he was like, yeah, I'm in hedonism. I'm like, bitch, that's why you naked, because you fucking all week.
Again, you want to be there. Yeah. And I didn't know he was at hedonism.
Yeah, that exactly. What the fuck?
No, I was just saying I didn't know he was there. What?
I don't like the way you just look like you was about to pack your bag.
I just don't know who be going. I wouldn't pack my bags and go where?
Jamaica.
Okay, baby.
Queens.
Oh, probably. Maybe. Shout out to them. Probably.
But yeah.
You have the number one song.
I do have the number one song.
Oh, you think you do?
This is the number one breakup song, guys. Mm-hmm. This song is number one for one reason. It tells you how you're supposed to act after the breakup is done. To me, it's the greatest breakup song of all time.
It is also number one because we only have one left.
But it's the greatest breakup song of all time.
So 2 reasons.
Return of the motherfucking Mac.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
How long did it take for you to realize that Return of the Mac was a post-breakup song?
The title says Return of the Mac. Like, you back out here being a hoe, a Mac, right?
But how long did it take for you to realize that?
Probably when I was older and I could understand what he was saying. Because when I was younger, I was just like, oh no.
Once again.
Mama,
yo.
I didn't know what the fuck he was saying when I was young. Yeah, when he was young, I had no fucking idea. But I know what it is now.
Yo, one of the greatest breakup songs ever, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
that's how you should be after a breakup. Like, ain't nobody gonna hold me down. Yeah, you were just a moment in time, but I'm here forever.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it should be because it was. I think that was his only hit, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, like,
Yeah,
and it's a pretty big one. He probably eating off that now still, so it's good.
He might be eating off of that. I don't know.
It's good. I got an honorable mention.
You have an honorable mention. Okay, what's up?
Keisha Cole, I should have cheated. Because the whole time she was like, I might as well have lied to you as much as you accused me of lying. I might as well have cheated on you as much as you accused me of cheating. I might as well have gone to the club as much as you accused me of club. I mean, everything was like, if you was gonna do all this, then I should have cheated then.
You ever been in that situation?
Where I felt like that or been cheated on? I've been cheated on, yeah.
When you felt like that, like somebody was blaming you for a whole bunch of things.
Yes, at one point I did, but it wasn't like, not for real. I don't think a lot of my exes had a lot of faith in me though.
What you mean?
I just didn't. I don't think they had. I don't think they thought I was gonna cheat. I think they looked at me like, okay, girl, I'll be back. Like, I don't think they really thought that I was cheat material.
What is cheat material?
I don't think they thought I was charismatic enough. Maybe they didn't think I was cute. Maybe, I don't know. The people that I was getting cheated on with were completely different than me.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
Did that mess with your self-esteem?
At the time, until I grew up and learned that I was cool as fuck. Like, what's wrong with them? And then I learned how corny they were. Mm-hmm. And I know people get touchy about corny, but like the shit they were doing was corny. Like, it was just, I don't know. It was just corny. Like, and I've talked about numerous times, like when you exchange your emails with a bitch because you don't have a phone to exchange text messages on, that's some corny shit. And I should have seen that because I was giving you my phone, but I was like, it's fine, I'll get a phone later. But you had a girl that was okay to give you her email and say, just email me back and forth. I'm not talking to a nigga without a phone.
Or
I'm not. But I was. In reality. I was. That was me.
Or
what?
He was like, yo, I'm never on my phone, but I'm always on my email because I'm always working.
You thought this nigga just walked around with a laptop in his car? You don't have a phone. So where is the internet coming from? Huh? The laptop?
You know.
You thought he pulled up to McDonald's and said, hold on one second, and then reached over in his passenger seat, typed the email, and then said, all right, well, what do you want on the email? And then looked at her and said, she want a 6-piece nugget. What?
See, I had an email relationship with somebody for a second.
Like
but
that?
This is before like cell phones was really like, you know,
cell phones were out because he was using mine.
It was before texting for real. Like, remember we had cell phones.
Baby, he was using my phone.
Was he texting with it?
Yes. And then he got to the point that one of them texted on accident and forgot she was supposed to email. She forgot she wasn't allowed to text.
So she got the number and the text.
Yes, because they're fucking dumb.
She got the number in the email.
Yeah, and then it was like, oh, yeah, my bad. I'm not supposed to text. Let me email you.
So that doesn't make him corny. That makes him kind of smart.
No, it doesn't.
If she had the number and she could have texted, but she was in place enough to know not to text, but to only email.
No, but she didn't know it was my phone. She thought that something was, like, it was something with his phone where she couldn't text him. She had to email him. But he texted her back from the phone like a dumbass.
Oh, man, I was trying to help him. But
no, why?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know, man.
So I should have done all the other shit. I was the one with the phone in the car. The fuck?
Damn.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine.
It's all good.
I hope you're having a good time. He probably not.
You don't know what that man doing.
You actually right. I don't know what that man doing.
These have been the top 6 breakup songs. If you have a breakup song that we should have added to this list, man, let us know in the comments. Any comments, YouTube, Spotify, because I'll be messing with y'all in the Spotify comments.
I keep forgetting to look on the Spotify.
Also, Apple, leave a review, and in the review section, you could talk about this, all of that. Anywhere else, man. Let's see. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. Well, how was your week? How was your week?
He's not telling you that he forgot to put
Whoa. You ain't got to say all that.
Why? They know that how was your week don't go here.
Well, I want to ask early. Gosh.
We not prepared at all.
No, it's all good.
I don't know.
We'll make up something real quick.
I don't know how my week was. Like, we've just had shitty kids. We've had sick children, and just trying to get ready for graduation still. Like, one of our daughter's graduations is next week, and then the other one is the week after that because she goes to performing arts school and a regular school. So we just been getting ready for that. We're gonna have like a little cookout and stuff, and I've been Instacarting some more because it's something to do. Like, I actually enjoy it, which is weird. It's weird that I enjoy it.
Well, somebody said that if you enjoy Instacarting, or if you go in Instacarting, you're really just trying to get away.
Oh my God, you still on that? You've said that before. It's still affecting you.
I'm just letting you know.
No, you know what I think I like about it is that I'm in the car, I'm playing my music, and I'm just shopping, and I shop anyway. Like, I will always find an excuse to go grocery shopping. Like, that's my shit. Grocery shopping is my shit. I don't know why, because I go in there, I see new sauces, new spices, new different kind of proteins. Sometimes I think of new recipes. I'm touching on bread. I'm in there fondling the fuck out of bread. It's in the package. I'm not like, You
say you're fondling bread?
No, I love bread a lot. So sometimes I go get a brioche loaf or something. You know what I mean? But I love grocery shopping. That's like my shit. That's like one of my favorite things. So, yeah, I just been doing that. What you been doing?
I want to hear more about your week.
No, you don't want to hear more about my week. You can still talk.
What am I doing this week?
What? Yeah.
This week was a little heavy, but I realize how resilient I can be if I stop worrying so much. I think a lot of times, and I don't know, I might not be the only person that does this, but I think a lot of times, because you're worried about the problem so much, it's hard to solve the problem because you're constantly worried about it. You know what I mean?
You can't see through what it's doing to see how to fix it.
Right. You know what I mean? And this week was just a lesson and a testament to that. So I was like, you know what? I can't throw in the towel. I can't throw in the towel. That's just not my style. And while I do have, this time, might as well make the most out of it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like just tripping, like, don't trip. Don't trip. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, I did that wrong.
You might just have to look in your phone, baby. You
nah, it's all good. Listen, I'm still talking. You see, you giving up the sauce,
baby. If they watching the video, they can see you.
But if they not watching the video, they don't see nothing.
Well, who cares? They watching the video too.
Guys, stop giving up the sauce.
It's fine.
It's saucy.
It's literally fine.
It's
saucy, promise you, it's fine.
I mean, but yeah. So that was a lesson. That was a lesson learned this week. I watched my Knicks last night. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They won. So what? I don't understand what's happening.
I know. I'm proud of them for winning. Mm-hmm. And we still have a chance. Mm-hmm. But I was watching Stephen A. this morning, and he said something that just messed me up a little bit. He was like, because he's a Knicks fan as well. Mm-hmm. He said something on the lines of, I'm still rooting for the Knicks. Mm-hmm. I'm not giving them the biggest chance to win this, but I think part of the reason why I am not going all in with them winning and making it to the finals and all that is because I give them a 0% chance of winning the finals after watching the Oklahoma City Thunder. Mm. And, I don't know if it's going to hurt more if they lose now mm-hmm. or if they lose in the finals. If they lose now, it's like, hey, we didn't make it. You know what I mean? We couldn't show them what we could have done if we would have made it. Mm-hmm. But if they lose in the finals, it's like we got here and we shit the bed.
I think it's still an accomplishment. They haven't been there in decades.
Yeah, but are we giving participation trophies out?
Well, maybe then they'll make it next year because they've made it this far.
It's been a long time, okay? I don't know if a next year is going to happen. I hope it does.
They just got Cat. Maybe that helps with something, and they, you know what I mean? Like maybe it gives them they rejuvenated with the new.
You just like Cat.
No, I think he reminds me of someone that would be a friend of my little brother. He just feels like a big old teddy bear, I don't know.
Why'd you snap like a whippersnapper? Come here, whippersnapper.
He be giggling. You know what I mean?
He do be giggling.
I know, but he look like he be giggling. You know how someone got a giggling face? He just look like he be giggling. And I love people like that. And he just so big, he just be snatching the ball out of their hands like he Angelica or something. Like he just Tommy just give me that shit. You know what I mean? Like
you have become I think you're almost a basketball fan.
So this is the problem. I have always watched basketball. I've watched basketball forever. I've had my cousin. I grew up with her playing basketball all through like middle school, high school, elementary school. She was like my sister, and she played basketball. I'd go play basketball with my cousins because most of them are boys. Like I've always been into basketball, and then I've always watched it because I have brothers. Like
right.
So I would watch it and just know the basics of the game, and that was enough for me. Mm. Where I would be like, I can still get excited because I know what's happening, but now I'm watching it and I know exactly what's happening. I know calls now.
That's a foul.
I know players. I know why things are happening because I've asked you follow-up questions. Like, what exactly does this mean? And now I could coach for real. Like, I'm an expert at the game. Like, I'm like, because the whole time we were like, man, he playing the starters too long. Like, I'm in there like that. And I don't even know when the fuck that started started. I was like, he playing them too long. He got to throw. I like McBride. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm in there. Like, I
you
know
like McBride because everybody says Deuce when he shoots.
Well, I mean, he good though. And then you was like, we probably not gonna have him next year. And I was like, damn, I'm sad. I don't want that to happen because he's so good. No, please don't take him away. And then I told you last night, I was like, I don't know if I could do this full time because I can understand now why everybody was so mad when LeBron left.
Oh, from Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Yeah.
I get it now because I don't know if I can take this excitement with me to another team. You know what I mean? Like, if I love the team now because I know them. I know who everybody is. I know what they good at and what they can't do. But when you start taking people and I don't want to deal with that. Because I don't feel like I don't want to do that. Because then I'm still going to have to love the Knicks after people are gone that I've grown so close to?
Yeah.
Fuck no, I'm not doing that. No. What do you mean? I love these Knicks. I don't want nobody. What are you talking about?
No, but when you follow a team, yeah, there are switches that happen and people come and go.
This is a good question.
And you what?
No, this is good. Because what do you go through when your favorite person leaves? Like, what do you do when you love that team, but your favorite person, like, what is that experience?
You just have to, well, for me, it's two things. One, when somebody leaves, like off the Knicks, and trust me, we haven't had a lot of people.
Yeah.
But when there's some players that you like that leave, like last year was hard with DiVincenzo leaving and Randall.
And I know that too. I think I've been in it longer than I thought.
When they left,
yeah,
like I was hurt because I was like, oh my God, they bring so much. Like the way we love Josh Hart.
Yeah.
They all had that spirit.
Cause they was all together, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't they?
Well, not Randall.
Not
DiVincenzo.
him. No, I know that. Julius Randle too, right?
Yeah.
I know that.
There you go.
But see, I told you I knew it. I knew who that was.
But so it's hard to see people go. But you still root for them if you really like them. You still root for them.
You root for the players of the team.
I root for the players sometimes. I want the best for them. Like LeBron is my favorite player of all time. I root for him no matter what team he's on. I want him to do great.
So what happens
when he's playing the Knicks?
And what happens when he's playing the Knicks?
Then I have to root against him.
But how do you feel about that?
It sucks.
For real.
It sucks. But you know.
You sound like you about to cry a little bit.
No, because I really love LeBron.
But I probably would cry is what I'm saying. Like I would actually be sad because I would be like, what am I supposed to do?
No. Well, see, for me, LeBron is a little different because he's the reason I started watching basketball again. Like I had after the Knicks shit the bed so many times.
Man,
because of Jordan punk ass.
Listen, I ain't watched basketball like really knowing what I was watching
ever
since like Penny Hardaway.
Right. Though. Yeah.
Patrick,
so I was watching back then.
Okay.
I was watching back then, and then I stopped.
That's what I knew because my oldest brother looks like Penny Hardaway a little bit.
I don't see it. But
well, you haven't seen it, but it's.
You know who your youngest brother looks like?
Who?
If he's serious.
What? If he was serious?
Yeah.
His face would change if he was serious?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
You're going to think I'm wilding.
Probably.
A young Malcolm X.
You are absolutely right.
I'm telling you, it's crazy.
If he got them sides taken down a little bit more,
yeah,
he would look
like a young Malcolm X.
He don't wear a lot of suits. I'm gonna have to put a suit on. I'm gonna do it.
But he built like Malcolm X and everything.
I'm gonna do it on purpose though. I'm not even gonna tell him why. I think he got a picture with a suit on. I'm gonna joke the shit out of him. Thanks for giving me a new reason. I'm gonna send a split picture of the picture he took on his birthday with a suit with Malcolm X.
I've been reading this book, the autobiography. No, not the autobiography.
You've been reading a book?
Yeah.
When you read a book?
Don't worry about it, man.
You reading it on your phone?
No.
You got a book in your hands. You be having a book in your hands? For real? You touch a book? You turn pages with your fingers.
Anyway.
No, for real. Don't fucking do anyway, because I live with you. I have not seen a book even laying in the bathroom. When you been reading books?
Don't worry about all that, man.
Wait, so you had to read books? Because that's crazy. You sneak books?
Yo, you know what it's like living with you?
You think I'm gonna say something if you read a book?
You are going. You're saying something right now.
If I would have known before we got up here that you was reading a book, I wouldn't say nothing. But I didn't know that you read a book.
I like books,
baby. For real, when are you reading this book? Are you reading in a car?
No,
you got it in the glove compartment. You be reading at stoplights. When the fuck you start reading books? That's insane that you gotta sneak a book.
Yo.
Have I made your life that hard that there's certain things you can't do around me because you like, she gonna talk shit about this? And I will, but I think you're stronger than that. I think you're a strong man. You strong, you can take it.
Anyway, I've been reading the book.
I love that. For real. I love that for you.
The Afterlife of Malcolm X.
You reading that's a real book, baby.
Yeah.
Hell, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. I got a nigga with degrees that read books. I never saw this for my life, if we're being honest. Not a wee little girl that came from hair school. I never saw this for me. Love that for me. Love that. Look at me.
Oh my God. Whatever, man. Anyway, your brother late Malcolm X.
He do.
And
he do.
You know, New York Knicks in 7, or next year we coming for that ass.
I told you next year I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Okay, I'm glad you educated me a little bit. For real, I am. That's not funny. I'm serious. I like learning. Come on, what's next?
Oh, question of the day, man. What stamped your ticket to hell this week?
I don't want to say it.
No, you gotta say it.
No. Nope.
You gotta say it.
Because what I want to say, if people are new, they're going to take it wrong. They're not going to understand how we talk to our kids and how our kids talk to us. And I don't want to, and this community is very sensitive, but if you listen to this podcast, just know
I got something to talk about too.
That I love my kids more than anybody in this world.
Okay.
They are my babies. They are the best thing that's ever happened to me, and I respect them, and I just want them to grow up to be strong children with strong senses of self, being able to take a joke, because all we do is joke in here. But that Caleb came up to me. Caleb came up to me while I was sick yesterday, and his brother was laying on my lap, and he was trying to tell me a story. And he was talking with his hands, and he was all up in my face. And I was like, your brother over here being autistic. And he got to get them autistic hands on my face. But if you knew, he does have autism. And he didn't. And I should have said that. But if you know me, my mind just goes to the joke first. But my children they're well taken care of. They understand. I joke all of my kids equally for different things, and they're fine. Like they when I tell you they are the strongest kids y'all will ever be, like they're fine. They're fine. And I'm not just saying that for me to put my feelings on them. The kids are very crazy.
I don't feel so bad about mine.
Get your autistic hands on my face. But it's only because he was stemming. He was stemming, but it's fine. He was all in my face. He was in my eyes and everything. I was like, boy, get away. That's messed up
because sometimes he be scratching his balls. So,
well, he do a lot of things with his hands, and I just be like, I love him. I know I love him because he just be touching my face. These kids are nasty. Kids are nasty. I might want you to bleep that out because I don't know how much they know me up here.
Nah, it's all right because I'm coming right back behind with another one.
We might have to bleep out the whole section.
No, I'm not.
What is it?
So, I didn't know I didn't think I was going to hell this week until today. I was like, I've had a good week of not going to hell. And then I was in the bathroom brushing my teeth, and I had put my phone down, and it was on Instagram when I put it down. And as I'm brushing, I'm looking. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. It was like a little story. His father was talking about his son and how he creates sculptures out of
cardboard.
I
saw that shit. That was pretty cool.
I was like, this is so cool. And then he started, saying, he doesn't do any like measurements or anything, because he'll do like the Statue of Liberty or like the State House and things of that nature. And he was like, he doesn't do any. He just does it all off of just memory. And I was like, oh, I know where this is going. Then he said, yeah, man, because he be doing some kind of math in his head, and you can see when he's doing it, and it just come out, And immediately I was like, he must be on the spectrum.
I think they said he was.
Well, they didn't say it in the beginning.
On the spectrum.
It led to him being on the spectrum. I was like, oh, that's cool. But then I got jealous. When the hell
does that kick
my
in?
Spectrum babies?
When does it kick in? I'm just playing. Shut up.
No, but seriously.
Baby, that is
when do
fucked
they
up.
get their superpower?
I think that's worse than what I said.
When do they get their superpower?
They already have it. Nigga, you didn't even know Russian before they brought Russian in here.
You right.
They speak languages. They've been doing math since they were 2. They've been reading since they were 2.
Yeah, but I need some art now.
But what if art is not their path?
What? You can't pick the superpower?
That's not how. Oh my God. That's not you. That you can pick their superpower?
Yeah, or at least put them around it.
No. That is not how you train kids.
Okay, because I was going to put them around a whole bunch of tissue paper and say, make some.
It don't have nothing to do, but they will. A goddamn mess. Kayla might eat it. I don't know. Kayla will probably put it on his back and start running around the house.
Oh, that's a cake.
Because that boy don't know how to stop running. That boy run. I'm telling you, that boy run every second. That boy run.
But yeah, I was just like, yo, when do my kids get their superpowers?
Baby, they have it. All kids have superpowers. They all have something.
Not all kids have superpowers.
And I don't think that
I didn't have a superpower growing up.
I think that's what I guess if you really make them do stuff, it works. Like, the Jacksons, they put them in music and they made them. But I think that has nothing to do with autism. That's just kids in general. Like, if you put them around something, but they also gravitate to what they like. Your kids can sing.
This is true. And
you know what? And take a break, because fuck all y'all that was on my weekend post.
What?
When I compared the weekend to 7-year-olds, the way that y'all dismiss the fact that my 7-year-olds sound like fucking Luther Vandross, the way my babies can sing, my babies got perfect pitch. First of all, don't discount my babies. Y'all didn't know what 7-year-olds I was talking to, and I was talking about my babies. That's what I was talking about. So fuck y'all. But yeah, I'm really nervous that we said that, because now they know how we joke in the house. We don't go around being like, you autistic. We don't do that. Or you on the spectrum. We don't do that. That's not.
Yeah, no.
Our humor is just random.
It's just,
I think that I've grown up joking the way that I was used to people around me joking. The way that I was used to, like, my cousins and they joked me all the time. And it never hurt my feelings. So I think in a way it was always me knowing that I was supposed to probably do some sort of comedy or something.
When you know the person, you know what's going to hurt their feelings and what's not going to hurt their feelings. You also know that there's a way to joke and there's a way to be mean.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm like, I don't have a problem losing my children. I'm not being mean. You know what I'm saying? I know my children. I know the relationship I have with them. I know
they all have very warped personalities.
Well, that too.
They're all very strange. They all have warped. Every last one of them are very warped. And you're welcome, honestly, because I know I did that. I know that was me. What did our daughter say the other day? She was talking about something.
She stole it though.
Oh damn! Yeah, I guess it doesn't count.
Yeah, she stole it.
Well, she said she added.
The part she added wasn't that funny.
She added a.
It's the part.
It was funny. I didn't know kids were saying this. She was like, "What did she say? Body's tea, or that's tea, or something tea."
Oh, Boston Tea Party or something like that.
Damn, we fucked it up.
Yeah, I don't remember.
All right, we fucked it up.
Yeah.
We are old. We fucked it up. She said something about Queen Elizabeth rising from the Yeah, we
just
fucked
leave
it
it
up.
alone. Just leave it
I should
alone.
call her down here to tell me what it was.
What stamped your ticket to hell this week? Let's go into your answers.
Someone said praying rude customers step on dog shit while out at the cookout graduation.
Damn.
Okay. My lady for eating my Jamaican food after I had to do overtime at my work. Wait, how did that stamp your ticket to hell? What was you gonna do to your lady? Mm-hmm. My little cousin has a speech delay. I often call him Little Rain Man because of it. He's 3. Rain Man was a genius. Rain Man was a genius.
That's funny as shit, though.
He was a genius. Everyone who thought I was a damn taxi and didn't offer gas money. Someone said, my child turning 18, I'm free. I can't wait. It's almost around the corner. Well, we're not free because we got some more, but still. Annoying colleagues. I get that. Fucking best friend, baby daddy. It was revenge. Good till he wanted. Wait. Fucking my quote unquote best friend's baby daddy. It was revenge. Good till he wanted to be my boyfriend. He knew we was just fucking.
Damn. That happened this week.
That's fresh.
Yeah,
all right. Eating pussy from the back and didn't want anything in return. No, I think that's
a heaven stamp.
That's sends you to heaven.
Yeah.
Got a quickie in the room while the kids watch TV in the living room.
That send you to hell? Damn. We done did that before.
I mean, we probably going.
Yeah.
We was probably going anyway.
Yeah, man.
Clearly putting sugar on my grits. Absolutely, bitch. Sorry. Go to hell with that. I was actually good this week, so my flight was delayed. That's funny. Watching your podcast. Damn.
That'll send you to hell.
My bad. I saw somebody on Instagram say that they were, my worst fear, literally, listening to our podcast, and then it unplugged and like started playing on the speaker, and you was saying some wild shit. She said you started saying some wild shit. She started trying to find ways to turn it off. I was like, that is my worst fear. Oh my gosh.
I would love to hear what part it was.
I thought she was gonna say it, but she didn't, and I was dying. I was like, man, he was probably like, man, yeah, because when I was sucking pussy from the back. Roasted my boy about how he messed up his relationship. That's not bad. I'm officially an ON. I had heartburn for the past 3 days.
That send you to hell?
Nah. I think some people didn't know how to know the question. Roasted a man who crushing on my wife over OVO mascot looking ass nigga. who that's funny. AC going out in my house and getting quoted $6,000 to get it fixed.
You going to hell, but not because of what you did. It's because of the heat.
Yeah, you just in hell now.
Yeah.
I'm a firefighter. While helping this lady, her husband decided to let the dog in, so I kicked the dog out.
Oh, damn.
Oh, man. I might actually have to take a family member to small claims court, but principles, man.
I don't know if that sends you to hell.
You might just have to do that shit.
Yeah.
My PTO being removed.
Okay.
They might have done something for that.
Okay.
Nothing. Y'all must have had a rough week. Maybe. The bad thought I had about a guy I really liked. Hope your D doesn't work with her. Damn.
Shit.
Goddamn HOA acting like the police. I heard a little person say midget and I laughed thinking that was a little insult. Oh. The only reason I read the word is because they said a little person said it. That's the only reason I read it. My autistic 4-year-old son locked my mom out. I had her banging on the window to get back in. I was in bed. And you know what? My children have done something similar to me.
Yeah.
They have also, the problem was they didn't know how to work the lock that they locked. So they locked the lock, but they didn't know how to get the lock unlocked. And I'm just outside like, yo, turn it. Please. God damn. And they laughing. Fucking assholes. That's what I'm talking about. That's what y'all don't understand. Scared my baby into a full diaper. Gotta keep them little motherfuckers on their toes.
That's funny.
Quote unquote, forgetting my husband's birthday when going down the list while he was in the earshot. Oh, probably like what the week was or something.
Oh.
That's funny. I saw an orphan taking a selfie, wondering if it was a family portrait. I fucking hate y'all so much. Tell my baby mama her mama and grandma gonna die single with their petty evil selves.
God damn, but it's probably true. It's probably true.
Eating crab legs and shrimp on Saturday, steak, hot dogs, chicken, hamburgers on Sunday. Greedy. I am jealous.
Yeah, that's gluttony.
This sounds nice. And that's my problem. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of things. That sounds nice for at least 2 weeks. Right?
Keep reading.
All right. Told my girlfriend I would eat her on her period. Then I beat one out and came to my senses. Oh, because while you horny, you think you're going to do amazing stuff.
I ain't never thought I was going to eat somebody on their period. While,
Yes, you did.
No.
You've done it.
Yeah, but I ain't think I was
you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Because I've said something about, get away from me. And you'd be like, it's fine. And that's fucking gross. You have a beard. That catches everything.
No. You just got to know what you're doing.
The beard catches everything.
You put your hand like this.
Over the beard. So then you wake up.
Well, it's not only just because it's over the beard, but you're also blocking the pussy.
So
you
when
just
you get up and you reach your bloody hand up to my face like it's 28 days later, I'm supposed to be like, oh, that's so sexy. I'm so glad you was down there doing that, sir.
Yeah, man.
That's disgusting.
You're going to be nutting, though, so you ain't going to realize when I rub my hand on your face.
That's crazy. You don't even like horror movies. That's what's nasty about it. Spent hours watching videos of children running into walls or just plain hurt themselves. And the problem is, he probably really did that and was dying laughing. That damn Babbitt. A guy doing my pull-ups on IG Live. A guy was doing pull-ups on IG Live, and he fell down and got up with a limp and speaking in tongues. Damn. Thinking, does it really take 3 people to get her big ass out of the choir pew while at church on Sunday?
Damn.
That's insane.
That's a big bitch.
Also, I saw a meme with Diddy and Biggie sitting in the studio. The caption said,
right there.
Oh, wait. Oh, my sister trying to take me to hell with her because of all the messed up reels we be laughing at. Ain't nothing off limits for us to laugh at. Also, I saw a meme with Diddy and Biggie sitting in the studio. The caption said Biggie wasn't cockeyed. He knew back then that he had to keep an eye on Diddy. That's crazy. I used to laugh at people running for the train or the bus but don't make it, especially if they fail.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's funny. I almost masturbated to a Sydney Star twerking video. Didn't know the science has come that far. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Y'all are fucked up. She be twerking. Y'all are fucked up. That's y'all.
Ain't nothing fucked up.
That is fucked up.
No, he ain't know the science that came that far.
Okay. If that's not your thing, it's not your thing.
Right.
But that's not fair.
What?
If it's not your thing, it's not your thing. I get it, but okay. I seen a video skit of a blind person reading a scary book in Braille. Hilarious. Wow. What?
I see that one.
I saw a man panhandling at the light. I had $4 in hand, ready to hand off once I got closer to him. When I reached him, I noticed he had on an Eagles t-shirt. I withdrew my hand back inside the car before he could take the money and proceeded through the light. So being a Cowboys fan, stamped my ticket. Oh, that's fucked up. That's probably the only shirt he could get. That's what's fucked up about it. Somebody probably gave him that shirt.
Nah, I don't care.
Oh, my God. Me laughing at a special needs kids drive the wrong way on a go-kart track. What?
That's fucked up.
What is that?
That's fucked up.
That is fucked up. Damn, I can't share pictures in here, but a meme with Diddy and Lenny Kravitz and Pharrell. I laughed so hard I felt the room getting hotter. I'm a little closer to hell for it.
I seen that one.
I saw that one too. Yeah. I'm not even going.
Lenny Kravitz had the
I'm not even going to do it. I'm not even going to do it. I saw it too. Not wearing my CPAP machine when napping like my wife insisted I should do.
Yeah, that might send you to hell.
Quicker than you think. Kids who parents weren't paying attention, was running the event I was running, told them stop multiple times, and the oldest ran headfirst into a table. Had to leave the room so I could die laughing. I can't read. I'm having a bad day today. Seemed like all I got to do is wake up and I'm guaranteed a section. Damn. It is too early for this. You got me ready to stay in the house for the rest of the week. Oh, people just responding. Somebody said one of our children. I'm not reading that one either. Y'all need to clean up your page from. Okay, all right. There's so much. Somebody said y'all need to clean up your page from all these scammers unfollowing as much as I enjoy your content. What? What scammers?
It's no way to unfollow.
What scammers?
So my page has it where there are just a bunch of freaking spam pages that come up.
That what do you mean come up? Comment?
Yeah.
Or oh.
And it's like after everyone. It's ridiculous. I've talked to Facebook and they're not doing anything about it.
A coworker and I started low chuckling about a colleague getting a procedure. We're going to hell. That's fucked up. Kind of procedure. That's fucked up.
Man.
I like for you to be like to threaten I'm unfollowing because you got all these spam pages. Like, what are we supposed to do with that? And also just listen to the podcast. Follow the actual podcast. Or go to another platform or something like that. I don't know. It seems very dumb. Sleep is important. A good night's sleep will set you up for a great day. Getting to bed on time is one thing, but the bed that you're getting into is another. When we first moved into our new place, we bought a very expensive mattress. At first it was okay, but after a while, it just wasn't doing what we needed for it to do. Then we got a Brooklyn bedding mattress. It's been a major upgrade, providing the comfort we need, the support we count on in a mattress, and a price that felt like a steal for the quality that we have in our new mattress. Brooklyn bedding has been around for over 25 years, known for top-of-the-line comfort and quality without the luxury price tag. Brooklyn bedding really has something for everyone with different firmness options, heights, and dimensions, even non-traditional sizes to fit right into your lifestyle. Brooklyn bedding mattresses are designed and custom made by the best master craftsmen in the industry with free shipping in the U.S. from their factory in Arizona. We went with the king size Titan Plus Elite, and with a name like that, we expected a lot and got even more. If you want a great night's sleep, that is the one for you. Go to brooklynbedding.com and use our promo code ATW at checkout to get 30% off site-wide. This offer is not available anywhere else. You have to use our promo code on the very last page of checkout to get this discount. That's brooklynbedding.com and use our promo code ATW for 30% off site-wide. brooklynbedding.com, promo code ATW. Love that bed. Love that bed, boy. Love that bed. Love that bed, boy.
You finished?
I love that bed.
Man, I can already tell we're gonna have to move a lot of this conversation. Not a lot of the conversation, but you might want to join the Patreon because we're not gonna get to everything today. I already know it. I have my batteries aren't all the way charged. The ones that I need. Like I have 2 sets of batteries and I use one set for one camera, one set for the other camera. But the one I have for the camera that's secondary, I had to use those today. So that sucks. So if you're not a member of the Patreon, go ahead and join, man. Go to patreon.com and you find And Then We Podcast. Or you can go to the Patreon app, And Then We Podcast, and become a member, man. It's cool.
Or catch up on old episodes also. You can also do that.
We can do that on YouTube, but
you can do it on Patreon. Audio too.
Yeah, but
I'm talking about audio.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess. I'm trying to get them to go to
I mean,
Patreon
I get that. I also understand that, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So some random thoughts.
Okay.
That I've seen on social media. Trying to see how you feel about these different things. One, I was scrolling, and did you see Druski's his last sketch that he put up? Or skit
Is that the white boy one?
White boy, yeah.
I think I did.
What did you think about it?
I thought it was funny.
I thought it was hilarious. A lot of people had, well, not a lot, but there were people that had an issue with it because he was wearing white face.
Oh my God. You can't do shit.
But white face and black face, not the same thing.
Yeah, blackface has a completely different meaning.
Yeah, not the same thing at all. So those people that had an issue with it because of that reason, or like, oh, well, it was okay for him to wear white face and whatever.
They have different histories.
Yeah,
so.
much different history. Yeah. Actually, one has a history.
One has no history.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But super funny. Druski is mad funny. I think he makes me laugh constantly. Like my favorite YNs out here doing content is him.
Nigga. We're not just bringing it into conversation like it's a regular word.
What? Well, I'm an ON.
You don't use YN in regular everyday conversation.
Well, I'm an ON, so I can do that.
I don't want to do this.
But yeah, between him and Kai, those are my favorite.
Well, I think they're two different ages though. Like Kai is young, and I think Druski's a little older.
Yeah, but not by much.
I think Kai is like young. Kai might be like 24.
Yeah.
I think Druski is older than that.
Yeah, but he ain't by much. I think if he's 30, maybe.
Oh, I don't know.
He's not that old. He's not that old. Or maybe he's a little older than that. But whatever. Anyway, love those two people.
Oh, he's 30. I don't know. 30, I thought he was older than that.
But as I was scrolling comments on the video, I seen somebody put that Druski might be the new Eddie Murphy.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know about that yet. I mean, I think he's funny. I don't not think he's funny. I just think that's a different kind of career. If you're saying Eddie Murphy, he doesn't have a stand-up special out. He doesn't do stand-up. He doesn't have movies where he's like, Eddie was like a fucking star when he came out. Like when he was doing the movie, like all that shit. It was like Eddie time. It was like Eddie is that person. Eddie was like what Kevin Hart was doing. Like, it was like he was the Kevin Hart. I don't think it's the same thing.
So,
but that doesn't mean that I think that he's not funny. I think he's funny. I just think that Eddie Murphy's career is a different type of career.
So when I first read it, I was like, oh, this is crazy. Like, you must not know Eddie.
Wait, is it because he's being different people? Is it that?
No, I'm sure it's not that. I'm sure well, he didn't have any context to it, so he might have meant that.
Yeah, if you put it on a skit with him being a white dude, maybe that's probably what they were thinking. But
I don't think they were thinking like that. Like I said, at first, when I first heard it, I was like, yo, that don't make any sense. Eddie had this illustrious career. He did all these things. But then I started thinking, I wonder how they felt when Eddie was in this stage of his career. And were people saying, oh, he's like the new Richard Pryor.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I don't even know about the stages. I don't think that they're the same. I don't think it's comparable. Not? Well, they didn't have skits when Eddie was there, but he wasn't doing skits. I mean, he did
Saturday Night Live.
I know, and that was a whole show. Okay. He was on Saturday Night Live, which was already like a built-in thing. Like it was already a show. I mean, well, it wasn't that. It was still early, but like that was like a show.
And
like
social media is the show.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody at that time was like, oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. See, I don't think so. I just don't think so.
I think that the older you get, you put up the people that you hold in high self-esteem or high esteem. You put them up there, and you have reasons why you look at a person and say, oh, they're great. But as a younger person, you're looking to the people that are in front of you the same way we did, and you're saying, oh, they're great because of this. I guarantee that there are people out there, that are younger people out there that laugh more at Druski than they do at than they will at something at Eddie Murphy.
I'm sure, but I'm still looking at the careers, and I just don't know if
careers don't count right now because Druski's still new.
But I still don't know if I would say Eddie. I just wouldn't. I just don't.
I think
because I would need to know why they said Eddie. What was it about them that made him say Eddie?
Because Eddie Murphy was the biggest comedian out there.
But
and Druski right now.
But then I wouldn't say he's a new Eddie Murphy. He could just be, he's the new Eddie Murphy. I wouldn't compare him to Eddie Murphy because I just don't think that they are similar.
Why not? You're looking at.
Look
at comedy as a broad stroke.
If they want to compare him to somebody, it would be somebody else. I just don't think it would be Eddie Murphy.
You're not looking at. Well, why would you say that?
Because I don't think it's the same kind of thing. I just don't.
In what way?
It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain. And I'm not just saying it like he could never be Eddie Murphy. I'm not saying it like that, but like I look at like Kevin Hart's career path a little bit more like what an Eddie Murphy was.
Yeah, but Kevin Hart's career path also was 10, 15 years before Druski. But like their career paths are different. I know in today's world.
Yeah, but that's why I said I would compare him to someone else. So here it goes.
Would a Kevin Hart or Eddie Murphy be doing what Druski's doing today if they were out today? I would venture to say yes. And would they be as funny?
Well, Kevin Hart be doing that shit anyway.
But not like that.
He'd be doing that shit.
Not like that.
Well,
not like that.
Not like that.
Right. Because he's in a different era.
I don't know. I think maybe he could just be the first Druski and not be.
See, I
think that he has a lane that is his shit. I just don't think it's.
I think it's less about lanes and things that you do and more about comedian. Are you funny? That's why I say I think you have to look at it with broad strokes.
But Eddie Murphy is just a big comparison.
It is a big comparison.
How big he was.
Yeah, I mean,
but at that time, like, yeah, but
he became that big.
I understand
Druski's still in the early part of his career.
I also don't see him. He just doesn't give me main character energy, honestly.
Now that is
and I think that's probably what it is. Like Eddie gave me more main character energy. Mm-hmm. Kevin Hart gives me like main character energy.
Mm-hmm. I don't think Kevin Hart gave that in the beginning, though.
I think he did. I think he always stood out. I think whatever he was in, he stood out as a main kind of character, even if he wasn't the main character.
Okay.
I said that from Soul Plane, but the stand up, the grown little man, like I was like, oh, this nigga's about to be a star. Like he just gave me that.
Okay.
And I don't see it being the same. But again, that does not mean he's not funny. I just don't. It's not the same energy. If we're not going off of full careers, obviously, he doesn't give me that same energy as an Eddie Murphy. But again, he's hilarious. I think he's funny.
No, I
don't want to take that.
I don't think this is about whether he's funny or not.
Yeah.
I think it more has to do with generational bias.
Yeah, I don't think it's that either, though. I don't think because in that there is hate.
Most people that I've seen answering that well, it wasn't a question, but speaking back to the comment. Mm-hmm. It was a lot of generation. You could tell it was a generational thing.
But that's what I was saying. Like in bias,
he could never be that, and this, that, and the third. And
in bias, there's a little bit of hate, and I there's no hate towards him, but I'm literally just looking at him being like the guy, as far as like a main kid. Like I've seen him in a couple little things, and like they weren't big budget.
I don't agree
things.
with you, by the way, but.
They weren't like big budget things, but I still wasn't like, it just didn't give main character energy to me, like where everybody gravitate, like it just didn't do that for me. And I've seen them all in stuff where I'm like, I gravitate to them. They have something about them. But
Druski, people gravitate to him.
Yeah, and
he has a huge following.
I would just need to see his career a little bit more. A little bit longer, because I just can't say that right now. And it has nothing to do with generations. It's literally from a comic standpoint. I just don't see it.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's fine. Again, all these people have way more money than me for everybody. It's like, how you gonna have an opinion about somebody and you ain't got as much money as them? Like, shut the fuck up, guys. Shut up.
I seen another comment, or maybe you saw this comment. Somebody saw this comment. Mm-hmm. It came from Skinbone. Dating does not mean we have to talk every single day. Damn.
No, I didn't see that. I didn't put that in there.
Okay. What do you feel about that?
What do you feel about that?
I think it depends on the stage of dating that you're in. However, it also depends on where you're trying to go with that person.
Yeah, I think that if you are serious about that person and you're trying to take it a step further, you kind of want to talk to them every day. Mm-hmm. Or you could skip a couple days here and there, but like if you like really want to talk to somebody and you really want to pursue them, you don't go usually like 3-4 days without talking to them.
Right.
Because it seems like you're not interested.
But at the same time, if I do and we just dating, you can't be mad at me.
If you do.
You can't. If I do go a couple of days without talking to you.
I think a lot of that just depends on what you see what you see your relationship as.
Not necessarily.
I think if you go on 3 to 4 days without talking to somebody, then maybe it's just casual and it's not really that serious, and that's fine.
But we're dating.
Yeah, you're dating and it's cool. Like, that's fine. But like, if you are like, this is the person that I'm trying to like make my partner, then.
But in the beginning, you don't really know that. You're getting to know them.
Yeah.
So I might go a couple of days without talking to you.
Oh yeah, maybe in the beginning. Yeah. Where you're just kind of, but I mean, but
there's a lot of people that have an attitude.
If there's that spark, it's something about having that spark in the beginning though. When you got it, sometimes it's like, I got to talk to you. I can't just leave you. If you're dating multiple people, maybe I could see it being like if y'all have decided we're dating, we're just dating each other. I talked to a couple other people too. Like, I think I'd be more comfortable with not talking to you for 3-4 days. But I think in the beginning, if you really were trying to get to know me, I would probably want to hear from you more often.
I've done it both ways. I've done it where I've been, in keeping the thing that you just said, the spark. Mm-hmm. I've had a spark with people where I had to talk to them every single day. Me. I wanted to talk to them every single day.
Me. You haven't stopped talking to me every single day.
Oh my gosh.
You started and then you didn't stop.
That's why I want to say that.
Yeah.
But then I had other people.
Why you don't like that? Just be real with yourself. You was sprung. You was on my ass.
First of all, sprung is not the word I would use.
They don't use that no more? They don't say sprung?
I don't think
they had a whole movie named Sprung. They don't say sprung no more?
I think that
when they stopped saying sprung?
A long time ago, baby.
What year was it? I didn't use it recently. Probably in the last 5 years I said sprung.
Yeah, it's been way longer than that.
I don't really be talking about people being sprung. I think I'm gonna bring it back if we being honest.
What? The only thing you can say sprung with, and it's still some old shit, is I sprung a leak.
No. That could mean a couple of old things. You could have peed.
Yeah.
Or you own that house. And I think it's more.
Oh yeah.
I think it's more of a you kind of boasting a little bit because you know.
What?
Well, I don't know what happened. Your pipes bust. You got to get them fixed. You own that house. I don't know.
Fucking us so good that bitch sprung a leak.
You can't say sprung no more for real?
Baby, you can say whatever you want to. However, there will be people that look at you.
Why?
Not everyone.
Why?
Not everyone.
Why?
But there will be some people that look at you like, what year did she come from?
I'm funky fresh dressed, ready to party. Funky fresh dressed, ready to party. That's me.
But no, so I've spoken. I've dealt with people where it was a dope chemistry and we spoke every day. But I've also dealt with a person where we had a dope chemistry and we didn't talk every day. And did they feel some sort of way? Hell yeah, they did. But at the end of the day, did I care? Hell no, because we just dating. We not together. I don't have to talk to you every day. That's not something that I need to do. Mm-hmm. It's not my responsibility if we're just dating.
Mm. Okay.
You know what I mean? Now, if we take it beyond dating, then that's something different.
But how do you take it beyond dating? Like, you mean
when we're ready to progress?
So you're not gonna seem interested in me until you decide I'm your girlfriend?
Just because I'm not talking to you every day doesn't mean I'm not interested.
But sometimes I don't know if you're interested. I need to know.
How you know if you're interested? When you talk to me, I'm there.
If you can go a day or 2 or 3 without talking to me,
yeah, because I got shit to do.
So are we talking to just each other or other people too?
I don't think that matters.
I think it does. I think that has a lot to do with it.
I don't think that matters. I don't have to talk to anybody to have to talk to you.
Well, don't engage with me then.
What you mean?
Don't make me think that it's me and then you don't talk to me. Because now I'm like, oh, well, what did I do?
You didn't do anything.
Or I'm like, oh, he a lame. Fuck him. He don't see what's right in front of him.
No, you didn't do anything. That doesn't mean I'm a lame. It means that I have other things that I have to tend to.
Well, that's what we do in our head, though. After a while, you start making up stories. You start, and you tell yourself so many things, you start believing them. I know he out there with that bitch Sheila, because I seen Sheila. I checked her Facebook, and that bitch was at the Mexican restaurant, and I know that nigga love Mexican, so I know he was with that bitch Sheila.
I would never deal with a Sheila.
Because you don't really like Mexican food. Okay, so...
Wait. Sheila's the only ones that eat Mexican food?
No, I'm just saying she went to the Mexican restaurant, so you probably wouldn't be there because you don't like Mexican. Not in the story I made up. That doesn't apply to you. So maybe I say Italian. This bitch was at Olive Garden. And I know he loved unlimited breadsticks. I know he was there with... What's her name now? Jasmine. I know he was there with Jasmine. That's what I would tell myself in my head, to the point that once you got in front of me, I'd have been like, so how's Jasmine doing?
What? And I would look at you like you were a fucking dunce.
I know, but I think that's more for y'all than it. Like, y'all just call us sooner, and then we won't come up with that.
No, I'm not trying. I'm not going to do that.
Why?
I'm not going to go out of my way to do something for you that. Well, okay, that sounds bad.
Oh, to make me feel better?
Yeah, that sounds
wow,
bad.
You really don't like me.
No. What I'm not going to do is to do things that I don't want to do in order to build your confidence.
So why don't you want to talk to me? Why do you want me to feel secure in the relationship?
I have other things. It was not a relationship. We're dating.
Okay.
We're just dating. So if I go a couple of days without talking to you, then it is what it is.
Then you love Olive Garden more than you love me. And now I have a complex and I don't want to talk to you no more because you a lame ass that can't see what's in front of him.
No. Honestly, I do enjoy getting to know you. And every time we speak is dope. But I also have a life to live. I also have responsibilities.
Well, why you don't want me in your life?
I don't know you like that yet.
I know, but you're not trying to get to know me because you spending 3 days to call me back.
First of all, you're the one who brought this.
We should at least be texting. Why are we not just texting back and forth?
I might hit you with a good morning real quick.
Okay, now ask me about my day. Like, what are you just saying? Good morning. I'm supposed to be like, good morning, and then that's it. Do we not? Usually when they start like that, the conversation gets interesting. What are you doing today? Oh,
and then you want to expect me to text you right back because you into the conversation now.
So you don't like talking to me?
No, it's not that. I just have other responsibilities that I need to take care of before I take care of you.
I can wait. I'm talking about days.
Wait a couple of days, yeah.
Nigga, you got to pause to go to sleep.
What?
You get ready to go to bed. You don't just fall asleep at night. So in that second that you getting ready, you done took your shower, you sitting down in the bed.
I hope you had a good day.
Respond back. No. Later. Did I ask you a question before that?
I don't know.
You answer the question and then say, I hope you have a good night. That's what I'm saying. Listen, there are times in your day where you have little pauses where you can be like, let me text her back.
See, that's how you pull a bitch in. Goddamn.
What?
You get her to start asking the questions. And then you answer her.
That's lazy.
That's not lazy.
That's
called
lazy.
Control.
And that's how we fall into those traps where we think the man is more interested in us than he really is. That's what gets us. That's what gets us. We always think he's more interested because we have done the whole conversation. But we like, oh, he responded, so we end it. We don't even realize we did all the work.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You cheaters are good. I'm not even gonna lie to you. You niggas are great. For real. For real. You ex-hoes, whatever it is, y'all look good. I understand why you were so successful. Because how you just give me that plan back to me and I figured it out. How did you do that? Damn.
Nah, but it's all good, man. The closer we get, the more conversations we'll have.
That I will start.
Well, I mean, if I see that you starting them, I'm gonna let you continue starting them.
And that's supposed to make me feel better, huh?
You ain't gonna realize it.
And that's what I'm talking about, baby. It's mind games. All this is mind games. This is some bullshit. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh man. Let's get to some topics, man.
We didn't get the topics yet?
No, man. That was a new segment.
Oh.
random thoughts on social media.
Oh God. Okay, I didn't know.
I need a better
he
title.
Just introduced a new segment without me knowing what I was doing.
Yeah, it's all good.
I just got riled up.
Men who kiss their wives before leaving for work live an average of 5 years longer than men who don't.
Yeah.
Kissing triggers the release of feel-good hormones like oxytocin and dopamine, which can lift mood and reduce cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone. Chronic cortisol elevation is linked to a range of health issues, including high blood pressure and weakened immunity. By promoting emotional closeness and lowering stress, regular affection gestures like kissing make it sure to improve overall health and longevity. That's cool, but why I gotta kiss you before I leave for work?
Oh, well, I have you kiss me before you even leave the house, just in case. You never know what could happen.
Yeah.
Like, that's a real thing for me. Like, I give you a kiss just to...
That's because you're a Alicia Keys fan.
Why?
Let me let you never see me again.
I didn't think about that song.
Oh.
It's not... I mean, it's cool.
You didn't like that song?
No, I mean, it's a cool song.
I used to love that song.
It just... I can tell.
Maybe I'm the Alicia
I can
Keys
tell.
fan.
You are. It's just not the first thing I thought about. I thought about danger outside. And you thought about a melody. That's cute. Of course you did. Of course you did. You're so R&B. It's in your veins. Yeah. I know.
But no, I mean, I think it's a good practice to kiss, before you leave the person, because you, like you said, you never know what's going to happen. But I don't know if it increases your life.
You don't know what it does. You still alive, right? You've been kissing me for a minute when you leave. See? I've been keeping you alive for a long time. I've noticed that.
Or maybe I was supposed to live at least this long.
Yeah, probably. You got all them pills, so I think the doctors wanted you to too. All that medicine.
Saying thank you in a relationship is more powerful than saying I love you.
That is very true.
Okay, explain.
I believe that because I did not know this until recently, that I am a what's the love language where people do things for you or do things?
We just had a whole love.
I know,
show,
and I don't remember.
And you do not remember.
You don't remember?
Yeah, I do.
What is it?
Words of affirmation
Is one. That's not it.
Gifts, giving.
Yeah.
Receiving gifts.
Yep.
I mean, physical touch. That's my favorite.
But that's not it.
Acts of service.
Acts of service.
See?
It took you a minute to get there. You was thinking about the cue cards?
Yeah.
Yeah. From the show. Yeah, acts of... I just realized I was an acts of service person.
Really?
Like, that I like doing things for people to show my love, but I also like people doing things for me or doing things in general or appreciating that I have done something. I like feeling appreciated. So I think... Yeah, because people say I love you all the time. And you know that the love is there, but saying thank you is something that happens in the moment. It's just not just a general feeling. You know what I mean? You say I love you, you could feel that forever, and you're just like reassuring them you love them or whatever. But when you say thank you, that's for something very specific. Like you're saying thank you for something.
And this is how I know I need a therapist ASAP.
Oh, yeah. You didn't even say it, did you? Huh? You didn't. Okay, I'm going to wait. Go ahead, say it.
Because yeah, I hate you.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
When a person says thank you, and sometimes when a person says I love you, I feel weird. Like, ew, why are you saying thank you? Don't say thank you. Like, I understand it's good manners to say thank you when a person, when you do something for a person or a person does something for you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
did people not say thank you to you?
no, people say thank you to me all the time. It's just like, anytime they say it, I just like, you ain't got to say that.
Why don't they have to say it though?
I don't know. That's why I said I need a therapist.
I know, but let's get to it right now. It's me.
Whatever. I don't know. It just it feels weird. Sometimes it feels weird because I'm not doing anything for anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't do things to receive a thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So when I receive it, it's like
people say thank you to show that they appreciate something. So they're just showing you
no,
that.
and I understand that. That's why, but it still feels weird to me when people say thank you. And when it comes to I love you, like it's because we've said it so many times. Now it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
But when new people say it, oh God. Ooh.
Well, I don't really know a lot of new people.
Well, you know what I mean, like
No.
we've said I love you so many times that it doesn't affect me the way it used to
when I first started
the
saying
first
it?
I love yous.
Well, I think that's I think
But
the
like
first I love yous are always strange.
But like if my mom says I love you, it's like ooh, that's just a little
Because she don't say it that much.
right.
But you know she love you.
Yeah, I know it.
But you
But when she says it, it's like you ain't gotta say all that. I know it. I got you, son.
Yeah, sometimes when my mom says it, and my mom says it a lot, but sometimes just as an adult when she says it, I'm like, what's wrong?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
Or is something happening to you? Is there something I need to... That's what I think. That's what my
It's not
brain does.
even that. It's just usually when my mom says it, it's almost a reassurance that she's always got my back or she's always next to me.
Is that a bad thing?
No, it's nothing wrong with it. I never said that I love
always
you.
She's reassuring me that she loves me and she always got my back, and that's weird.
No, I never. Like I said, it's not the I love you or the thank you that is something wrong with it. It just makes me feel weird inside, like heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, you do need that because you got to figure out what that's about.
I don't know.
You got to, yeah, you got to figure out what that's about.
Yeah,
maybe I say it too much, and maybe the way I say it is not normal because I say it too much.
You say it a lot.
So maybe other people don't say it as much, and that's normal. Maybe what I do is excessive, and that's why it feels weird because I've said it so much that you're numb to it. And when other people say it the regular amount of times, you're like, why?
Maybe.
Okay, so I should go to therapy then, huh?
We should go together.
I think we need different things. I think you need a different type, and I need a different. I think we should go together. We should go together.
You don't think you think we would need a different
We should go
therapist?
together. No, we should go together. You're right. Because sometimes I know I'll be right, and you be telling me I'm wrong.
No.
And sometimes you think you be right, and I know you be wrong.
Do you know most?
And I just said the same thing back to back.
Do you know most women go to therapy with their husbands or boyfriends, whatever the case may be, and they find out that they don't want to be in therapy because they're being told how wrong they are?
I'm not going to do that. I don't think I would do that. I think I try to learn as much as I can about the mind and why people do things.
Yeah, but people or you?
Me too.
Okay.
There might be things I don't see. I've looked back at stuff and been like, oh, that's crazy.
Okay. I mean, it's cool. It's
Yeah.
cool with me. You know what I mean? Like
You don't want to do it.
No, I thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought of this is the thought that I actually had about therapy. People usually go to therapy when there's a problem. Does therapy really? I would like to see the percentage of people that stay together after therapy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, does therapy really help that much? Or do people end up breaking up anyway? They just have a better understanding of why.
That's deep. I don't know. I mean, I've never.
Because I've just heard so many people say, we tried therapy. Like, I almost hear that every time you hear a divorce with people. Mm-hmm. We tried therapy. Mm-hmm. And it usually never works.
I think that if therapy brings out something that is making you want to get a divorce, it's something that you probably just was always beaten at you.
Right.
And you were going to stretch it out anyway.
Right, exactly.
But I think that's
Does
more
therapy
of
prolong things?
I think that's a fear thing. I think that if you're scared of that, then you already think that there is a reason that you should be divorced or breaking up, because you should go into therapy just being like, I want to understand my partner more.
And do people usually? But you never hear that. Excuse me. You never hear.
I know people that have just been in therapy, like even people that do premarital counseling, all of that stuff.
Premarital counseling is different.
But I've heard people just be in therapy. I mean,
just going to therapy together for no reason.
Yeah, I mean, if you feel like there's a reason to go, like just when people go to regular therapy, they sometimes they just go to understand themselves better.
I ain't talking about regular therapy. And even in regular therapy, you realize you fucked up and you need somebody to help you.
Yeah, but also,
like, when do people go to therapy when they like, I mean, our relationship ain't fucked up, but we can make it stronger.
If learning more about your partner makes you get a divorce, then you
I'm not
should
saying
not
that.
have.
That's not. I'm not saying.
I know, but if you are if you come to an understanding of something that is not good for your relationship, that is learning more. That's seeing something that you didn't see before.
No, but that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that people usually go to therapy when, in my eyes, it's too late. You've already gotten to that point. And you never really hear people going to therapy when everything is pretty good.
Well, maybe they don't need to talk about it. Maybe their relationship is just solid because of therapy. What? If the communication was off and they felt the communication was off, maybe they needed a third party to come in.
But like I would like to go to therapy with you. And I don't feel like there's a reason. I would just like to go to therapy with you.
It's because we just both fucked up. You think? We both fucked up. It's fine.
No, I think it would be interesting.
Okay.
I think it would be interesting.
I don't have a problem with that.
You usually hear people going to therapy because they don't know how else to save their marriage, or they don't know how else to save their relationship. Now I'm going to therapy.
Okay, so why not just go before you think that's a problem?
Exactly.
Okay.
You don't hear many people doing that.
Because they probably don't have to talk about it. They just go. It's part of their day. Some people just go to therapy. There's a lot of people I know that's in therapy that I didn't know was in therapy.
I'm not talking about a single person by yourself going to therapy. I'm talking about a couple.
I'm just talking about therapy in general. Everybody doesn't announce that they've gone to therapy.
Okay. I would like to see it more.
Oh.
I like to see people saying, we didn't have no real problem, but we thought therapy would strengthen our relationship, so we went.
I'm sure there are people out there that say it. They just don't come across your algorithm of convicts and bees. Fucking honeybees. Gotta get some other stuff in your algorithm.
You gotta get your pussy ready.
Oh my God.
New study reveals that every woman needs to have 2.7 kids to avoid human extinction.
I've passed it already.
Did you do?
I hit the maximum.
You're right.
I don't know what that 0.7's about. That's kind of scary a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Because what do you mean?
Well, it's not the traditional 0.1. That's even scarier.
But
like 0.7 is almost there.
But
0.1 it ain't even a thought.
That's scary.
It's weird.
But I've hit the max on that. So
for decades, demographers.
That's a tricky one.
Demographers feel better, but
demographers feel like a machine at the hospital. Or like a job at the hospital.
They told me I got to go ahead and go get in the demographer.
I think demographers is a job, but just at the hospital, it seems like somebody that does ultrasounds or something. But they have a name. That's not their name. It just seems like a job. Or they do papers. They do papers. They do papers somewhere in countries.
That's wild. Whatever. I just thought it was cool. 2.7 kids.
Yeah.
Go ahead and go. That means fuck more people. Fuck more.
Oh my God.
Did you not want to talk about this?
We
had this last week.
I don't know. I never saw it, so I don't really know if I care, if we're being honest.
Well, let's see.
My age can make a man come in a minute because we just know what to do. We know how to touch you. We know how to please you. We know how to, we're going to get up. We're going to get the warm rag for you. We're going to make sure you clean. We're going to make you breakfast. Like, that comes with an older woman. A young woman, not to say that there's not young women that will do that, but for the most part, it's going to be an older woman that's why the young boys like us so much.
1 minute and clean, he said, Jesus.
You know what I mean?
So the warm towel is a very, very good
we're going to give you the warm towel. We're going to make you some French toast in the morning, some scrambled eggs. We're going to get you, we're going to get you back right.
I'm just trying to see how old Amber Rose is.
That was Amber Rose talking to Ray J about why younger men like older women.
Oh, she's 41.
I ain't gonna lie to you. When I was a younger man, them old bitches won't give me no French toast. Now, some of them did get the warm towel. They did get the warm towel. The older ones got the warm towel, and that. I didn't know I liked that until that happened.
Well, we around this age now, and I gave, you know what? I gave you the warm towel more in the beginning.
Yeah.
And now
you like air dry.
Well, because you have an air dry towel that you be using. It's crunchy. You put it on that. You be scratching the skin off that dick, trying to get it off, trying to clean it up. Sandpaper and the shit out of that dick.
That's nasty.
It disintegrate a little bit. It was some crumbs in the bed one night. You gotta shake the sheets.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, but I can, sometimes I do get the warm towel, but I think
it's been a long time.
It's more for me also though, because I don't be wanting that shit. Sometimes you don't clean it up enough. And I end up in the bed and I roll over, some scratch my thigh, and I'm like, oh, that's dried. That's dried. Dried sheet.
What do you think you would be like if you were single now? Would you be the older woman that the younger niggas wanted?
I don't think so. Because I just don't think so.
Why not?
You know what makes it worse? When you have kids that are close to, like, I mean, the oldest is 17, but like when you start having kids that are like close to 20 or in the 20, it just starts looking weird. It feels funny.
So you don't think that?
And I also don't.
Let's say you didn't.
I don't think all of a sudden I would start dressing like a supermodel. I would just be in my regular shit.
I'm not talking about dressing or anything like that. I'm just talking about, do you think the older men, the younger men would go for you?
No.
And if they did go for you, which you already said no, but if they did go for you, do you think you would be much different than a younger woman? And if so, in what way?
I'd be tired. I think that is the main way. That's the main difference from everything. I'd be tired. I don't have time. No. You know, you're not coming from the club, coming to my house. No, you're not. At what time? The lights come up at 2? Nigga. I done already hit rim. You better go to bed. Better get me tomorrow. You better
find one of them young bitches.
Yeah, you better get me tomorrow. Nope. All them little fantasies of, I went to the old bitch house and she made me grilled cheese and, bitch, no, I didn't.
No, you get the key from the older lady.
No, because once the light on in my kitchen, the kitchen closed. You're not going in there and pulling nothing out.
Want the stove lights on?
Hey, you ain't pulling shit out of here. You better wash your dishes when you're done. That kitchen better be clean when I wake up. When I come downstairs, there better be no dishes in that sink.
Hilarious.
Why? Like, no. Mm-mm.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I don't think I fit the demographic, but I mean, good luck to y'all.
When a man, it's stuff that has nothing to do with sex, or does it? When a female sloth is ready to find a mate, she just sits there and screams until a male sloth follows the sound of her voice. Those got to be some of the most annoying bitches.
You know I put this shit in here.
If I was a sloth, I'd be gay.
I read that shit. I said, oh, we got to talk about this. And I don't even know what to say, but I'm mad at her hanging there. This sloth got her legs open. Just in there going, ah! And the other sloth just be like, let me go shut this bitch up. Let me go. Let me go fuck this bitch.
But you know, it's a little bit like human women.
Why?
Because y'all be talking all that shit when you single on social media, and the nigga gotta come and put a dick in your mouth and you shut the fuck up.
No, I'm gonna shut the fuck up because I can't suck dick and talk at the same time. But when the dick come out, I'm gonna talk again. I'm gonna say something.
No, but you ain't gonna be screaming like you was on social media.
Well, you think I don't have a throat once your dick come out my mouth? I can still. What the fuck? You gonna leave my house and be like, and that nigga still ain't shit. Fuck him and that good ass dick. I'm being up. And another thing. I don't care.
I'm not fucking with you, man. You know, way too much. These are some more wild animal facts. This is what I thought you put in.
I didn't even read that. I
didn't read this.
Okay.
I didn't read the sloth shit.
Okay.
Owls don't have eyeballs. Instead, they just have eye tubes.
Well, what the fuck am I looking at? All they do is stare all day. They don't have eyeballs?
They got eye tubes.
Oh, that's gross.
Oh. Ew, owl.
Ew, owl. Who?
Starfish don't have a brain or blood.
Yeah, they look stupid.
They
Yeah, instead seawater is pumped through their body. So they just made us seawater?
I guess. Hummingbirds are the only bird that can fly backwards.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I think I knew that.
I didn't know birds couldn't fly backwards.
I mean,
I thought that's why they went cheep, cheep, cheep.
I'm trying to think. You do this way when you go in front. So it's like back. It feels stupid. I'm not a bird. I don't really know. I'm glad y'all on audio didn't see me.
You didn't hear my corny joke?
What'd you say?
I said,
Damn.
I was wondering, I didn't know that.
How you feel saying it the second time?
It was so terrible. Saying it again is worse.
No, for real.
So I was like,
Drum roll.
I was like, they said they don't fly backwards, right? They said they don't fly backwards, right? And I was like, damn, I thought that's why they made the sound. Cheep, cheep, cheep. Don't give me applause for that. That was terrible.
I can't breathe. I just stopped everything for that. Oh, yep. Okay, yep.
Platypus.
I didn't even know those was real.
I thought it was platypuses when it was more than one.
I bet you wanted it to be.
Platypus.
It's a whole bunch of platypuses in here.
Look at all these platypuses.
Platypuses. Oh, that's another name you can call my vagina.
I'm not calling you
a platypussy. Give me some of that
platypussy.
Give me some of that platypussy.
But if it's two vaginas, oh yeah, I got this platter for me. Let me get some of that platypuses.
And you probably gonna lose one of those vaginas saying that. They're gonna be like, you know what? This is not where I should be. I'm gonna go.
Oh, platypus glow green under UV lights. That's cool.
Okay.
Roosters have their own built-in earplugs so they don't go deaf from their own crowing.
Oh, you selfish bitches.
Yeah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
That's crazy.
Damn. Finally.
I like this one.
When turtles hibernate, they breathe through their butts.
Yeah.
I bet they do a lot of grocery.
Do they also have sex through their butts? Do turtles have sex through their butts? Because that's a lot of work for the butt to do if it's got to also breathe and get fucked.
So what's your excuse?
Oh, I'm not a turtle.
Where did you get turtles
What?
have sex in their butt?
I'm asking if they have. I don't know where else they have holes.
That brings up a better question. Why the fuck would I know?
You know very random facts. So I just thought maybe
That is not what.
maybe in your algorithm of honeybees, one of those videos was a turtle fucking.
Oh man. Women speak over 13,000 more words per day than men.
I believe that.
We all do.
I believe that 3,000 of those words are me talking to myself.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I believe.
It's less about who talks more and more about how communication styles differ by gender. Women tend to use language to connect emotionally, while men often use fewer words and prefer action-driven interactions.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that. We're trying to explain things, and y'all just like, all right, yep,
Yeah.
do it.
Just
Bye.
tell me what it is.
Stop. Go. Slow. No. Yes. Maybe. I don't know.
Why are you making it sound like that, man?
That's how y'all sound. I mean, unless you're on a podcast, obviously you have to say more words, but on the days we don't record, you might say 25. No, don't. Get out. Stop. Yes. Mm-hmm. Bye. I love you. That's probably more than 25. Good morning. Good night. Let me fill my CPAP up with my distilled water. I think that's about 75 words.
Sydney Sweeney is selling 5,000 limited edition soap bars made with her actual bath water.
Now, if you
Who the
don't know
fuck
who
is
Sydney,
Sydney
I think
Sweeney?
she's in Euphoria. And we are the only people on the earth haven't watched Euphoria, so I just wanted to throw that out. And it wasn't really about her. It's about the bathwater.
That's fucking disgusting.
Would you buy someone else, like a celebrity that you love?
J-Lo.
You would buy her bathwater in a bar? You would bathe with it? You know that the bathwater is the dirt from the day. It's not the freshly clean body.
That's exactly why I want it.
I forgot you nasty. I sometimes I forget you nasty, and then you do some nasty shit, and then I'd be like, yep, that's mine.
Like,
I forgot. You love nasty. You love anything that smells worn for a little bit.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
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 That would be my shit.
He's not even playing. He love a little smell it stocking, sock, little walked in underwear.
If J-Lo was selling her bath water,
little underboob sweat. You know how you like stuff so worn that you were trying to get me to smell your arm after you took your Apple Watch off when it was sweaty. You was like, smell it, smells so good. And I was like, that's probably not what I want to do.
Nah, for real though.
And it wasn't even your other watch. It was the Apple Watch. I don't know if the electricity did something. He was like, smell it. I'm like, that's disgusting.
Oh man. We'll cover the rest on Patreon. What are we watching?
I watched them. No, I didn't. I'm lying to y'all. I didn't really watch the American Music Awards. I'm an award show person, but they've been showing it every fucking day apparently. But I did. Only thing I really saw was Tasha Smith give Janet Jackson her Icon Award. So I saw the end of the Icon Award.
Did she win an Icon Award already?
I think from MTV. This was the American Music Awards.
Oh, I thought she won one from American
So I just
Music
saw like
Awards,
the
too.
end of her performance and then like her getting the award and stuff like that. And Janet is just, but also fucking Tasha Smith is gorgeous. Goddamn. Like we don't talk about her enough. She looks amazing. But they were just both up there looking good, 50s, like you just looking good. J-Lo looked good. I saw Gloria Estefan perform. I didn't really see nothing. Like I didn't really, and I think Renee Rapp performed. So really, I didn't see nothing. So I didn't really watch.
American Music Awards, the one with the crystal triangle, right? Or
Yes, I
crystal
think
pyramid.
so. Yeah.
Okay.
So I really didn't watch it. I didn't even know it was on. If we're being honest, I just happened to be on. I turned it on there. I think I told you I finished Forever. Oh, I talked about that, but I didn't talk about it because you haven't seen it yet. I watched Sirens on Netflix, and I thought it was going to be good because Julianne Moore and Kevin Bacon were in it. And I realized that I don't even understand what the point of that fucking show was. It was a limited series. So I love limited series because it completes the story. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all right, I don't have to wait another season or whatever. And I watched it, and I realized at the end of it, I was more intrigued watching every episode because I thought that it meant something more than what I saw. You ever watch a show where it seems like you're not really watching anything, you're not really understanding, but like the end, it all comes together and you're like, oh shit, I missed something.
No,
like
I watch good shows.
Okay, so like Sinners, and if y'all see whatever, so like Sinners. Yeah. So remember at the end where it kind of wrapped up things that we didn't really see?
Like what? Spoiler alert.
Like the what they did with the dude that sold them the place.
Oh, yeah.
All like it kind of wrapped. So I thought watching it that I was watching something like that it was deeper than what I saw, and it was going to wrap up to be something at the end. Mm-hmm. And then it just kind of ended, and I was like, so what was the point of this? What was the point of this? Like,
to get a check.
It was, but I think more of Julianne Moore and Kevin Bacon, especially Julianne. Like, I see her in things that are way better. Like, she's one of the people like Nicole Kidman, when you see him in it, it's probably good. So I thought more of it, but I watched it and I was like, I don't even understand. Like, this, nothing really.
No, I feel you. You know what wasn't like that?
What?
BMF. Not BMF. Fucking
Kanan.
Raising Kanan. So, I haven't talked about Raising Kanan a whole lot on the show. Because honestly, I didn't know if I was going to be judged for how much I like the show.
Liking it?
I love Raising Kanan. I've loved this since the first season. I love all of the actors in it. I love the storyline. I love that show. I almost, it's not great, but I kind of like the character development too.
Yeah. I like it.
It's not great. Like, I've seen way better character development, but I still like how these characters are evolving. And it ended, I was like, oh man, that was a great ending. And I started following.
That ending pissed me off, and I hadn't even been watching the whole season. But I was like, I can't believe this shit.
Yeah, because it leaves you, what happened? And then I was on Instagram, and they be listening, so they immediately pulled up this power page, and people were just talking about the ending and how it didn't match with something that happened in the original Power, and it was like I got super sucked in, and it reminded me of why I love the Power series and all the different spinoffs and stuff. Like,
it's always so interesting to me, the people that pay that much attention to it. It's like kind of cool, where it's like,
yeah, but not only that, we haven't had anything like this that has so many different
universes.
Yeah, we haven't had a universe.
Yeah, it's like Star Wars.
Yeah, but we haven't had a black universe about.
Isn't Black Panther like that? Wait,
no,
Black Panther.
That's superhero stuff. That has no color.
Wait, what other universes are there that are regular?
Well, I don't know, but I don't. But they might have them.
Because you just said a black universe, and I'm like, well, what?
But we haven't had a black universe.
Oh, okay.
Where everything falls into this main. Oh man, I love Raising Kanan, and I can't wait for the next season, which is going to be the final season they announced.
Spoiler alert. Hopefully you've seen it, but I didn't watch the season, but I just had an attitude because they killed Tony Danza. How the fuck they kill?
Well, no, he's not. We don't know if he's dead. They say he's fighting for his life.
Oh, that's what they said.
Yeah, that's what they said. Because remember when Joey Badass went back to the Italian in Jersey, he was like, things might be changed depending on if he live or some shit like that.
Yeah. Because don't be fucking killing Tony Danza.
I didn't think they was going to kill Tony Danza.
You can't kill Tony Danza.
But you had to make that move in order for shit to get crazy.
But it's Tony Danza, and for real, like, don't bring him
Tony
in.
Danza's been killing it.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't, yo.
And he's excited about the show. I seen an interview with him. Talking about the show.
It's like a renewed thing for him. I think that's so cool.
Yeah, he's excited because there's shoots in New York, and he said, I get to go home and this and the third, but he's really excited about the show.
I love
and
that.
This motherfucker said it's a family series. It's a family show. And I'm like, what family?
No, you had a family show. This is not a family
not
show.
A family show at all. I don't know what family you got that just.
They might be, that might be a real version of his family.
It might be.
He been around
and
for a minute.
And then I thought about how I watch Family Guy with my children, so.
And that's why they fucked up now.
Yeah.
That's why something wrong with all of them. That's why they sense of humor is just.
And they find it funny.
That's what I'm saying. They all a little warped. They be laughing at stuff, and I'm like, I don't even know if your humor's supposed to be that elite.
We're warped.
Like, those kids are hilarious. They're not supposed to be funny, and it pisses me off.
Yeah, nah, facts.
They're Wait, is there anything else that I watched? Oh, I was trying to watch Mark Birbiglia's stand up, but I didn't. We wanted to watch Gerard Carmichael's because I've heard people talk about it. I want to watch it myself. I also want to watch Mateo Lane's that came out. And I think Sidney Castillo has one on YouTube that I want to watch.
Yeah, he just dropped that. Yeah.
I think Ali just dropped a new one too on YouTube.
Yeah.
So it's a couple of them that I do want to get into as far as like stand-ups. But y'all continue to support stand-up comedy. Just watch the specials. There's a lot of funny people out here. I felt like I watched something else, but maybe I didn't. My show about to come back on, so that's where I'm about
BMF,
to be.
right?
No, Jenny in Georgia. Oh. It's about to come on, I think, next week. And that's my shit. That show is so goddamn good. So,
like I want to be like 50 Cent.
Which version of 50 Cent? The shot 9 times? What is it 9? Was it 9 times?
It was 9 times.
Okay.
What was you thought? 13?
No, I just wanted to make sure I had my numbers right.
Oh, okay.
You want that one, or you want like the came out of it heightened success of Get Rich or Die Trying, or him throwing shots at everybody on social media, or him just being a successful businessman, or him creating this series? Which one do you want?
Dang, there's so many.
There's so many.
He didn't create the series.
Well, bringing it to life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of them.
It's a lot of 50s. I'll get back to you on
Okay, all right. Just come bang your 50s. And
Oh man. That's all you got. Well, it's not all
and
we
we've
got.
been watching the games, and that's been it.
We got more shit to talk about, but we'll talk about that on Patreon, man. Make sure you join the Patreon. Yeah. Any last things you want to say? Before
No, I got through this, and I was not feeling well, but it honestly did kind of
make you feel better.
make me feel better.
There you go, man. All right.
Yeah,
YouTube video will be out as soon as I can. We know we were late this week, but you know she be sick, so
I'd be sick.
all right. With that being said, and then we had Sex and So Should You. Thanks for listening.
Bye.